How many people here have been in a fist fight?
A fist fight?
A fist fight.
Huh.
Mm.
A fist fight? I hope not a lot. I'm going to say 2.
Oh, I'm going to say way higher than that, for sure.
Really?
Yes.
That's a common thing to have a fist fight?
Well, I mean, look, you know, yeah.
Andy's shaking his head. Yeah, people have fist fights. All right. How many people have had fist fights? 40. 40 people?
What I'm talking about, y'all stand up for yourselves.
Well, I saw a man and then I saw a woman's hand go up too. All right, who are we talking to, Andy? Hi.
Hi.
What happened?
I was a member of the Alabama State Marching Band back in 1996, and the rival Jackson State buses were parked next to each other. I played bass drum, so I had a 28-inch bass drum on my chest. You know about bands. So as we were coming up to the buses, I'm in the back, and I just started hearing instruments and people screaming. By the time it got to me, woke up in the hospital.
Oh.
And I got billed.
Billed? For somebody punching you?
From what I remember, yeah.
Wow. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're okay.
Band life was rough.
Yeah, life is tough. Being in a marching band, that's a tough, yeah.
Well, you know,
I didn't realize.
It's a different marching band.
All right. Wow. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that story. The last question is, which can you dance? It's right there. We'll be back.
I'm going to retire from twerking on live television as your gift.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for bringing us your twerks. Okay.
One last time.
Open up, rip that open, your gift. Look at every single person, your whole crowd. Rip it open.
Oh my God, you guys.
Helen's all new fall January. All new smile, all new smiles, and all new style.
My legs were insured for $2 million. Another heart that should have also been insured is my.
That's Ellen Christina Ricci.
Your son is 7. Do you remember those years? I was working when I was 7. He'll say like, "Oh, school was so long today." I'm just like, I worked 12-hour days when I was your age. That poor guy.
WW's all-new personal points program is made just for you.
You take an assessment, enter your goals, the foods you love, and WW builds a plan just for you. I lost 26 pounds and I feel incredible.
No two people are alike, so no two plans are alike.
With WW, I lost 30 pounds. This new program changed my life.
Live the life you love, lose the weight you want.
The all-new WW Personal Points Program. Don't pay until spring. Join today at WW.com. Hurry, offer ends January 17th.
It's a gas card. You can always use gas.
Always.
Thank you.
Do you need gas?
Nope.
How about now?
Still no.
Remember Daddy's birthday's tomorrow.
A gas card. I can use this.
Evolve your journey beyond the pump in the first ever Tucson plug-in hybrid EV.
For all the sniffles, sneezes, and super dead snack times, choose Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues, made for extra comfort, 3 layers strong. Kleenex, for all the moments.
Kids can change minds. They can even change the world around us. Packed with protein plus 21 vitamins and minerals, we nourish them with Carnation Breakfast Essentials. Because today could change everything.
Remember, Plus OxyClean with odor blasters. Triple power action blasts away stains and obliterates odors for long-lasting freshness. More power to you.
For pain relief, don't just block the pain with ordinary patches and creams. Help heal the pain with Thermacare. Real therapeutic heat increases blood flow to help accelerate healing. So you not only feel better, you get better. Thermacare. Real heat, real healing.
Our first guest is a very funny actress who always brightens our day. Please welcome our friend Beth Bears. Maybe.
On the show. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I tried some new moves. I had a pop.
Yeah. They were new moves. They were brand new, and there was a lot of moves in there. Thank you so much for that entrance. I enjoyed
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
I missed you.
Well, I missed you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
In Christmas must have been a very special time for you because it's Christmas, and then the day after is your birthday.
Right. Jesus steals all my thunder.
Oh, no.
I know.
That is hard. That is tough.
Yeah.
What did you want for your birthday or Christmas? What'd you get?
Well, all I really want, but my husband won't buy it for me, is a cowbell. Because I feel like it's that perfect party trick, right? Like if we're having wine and like a nice charcuterie cheese board or something, and then you know, that conversation is kind of lame, but if you pull out a cowbell and start playing, like everyone's gonna laugh. Like, where'd she get that cowbell?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, I can't play anything else. I
Yeah.
have so many amazing musician friends that I know I can go bum, bum, bum,
Yeah.
you know?
I like the cowbell.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do like the cowbell. But why won't he buy that for you? Because it seems like an inexpensive and simple thing. It's not like
Because he lives with me.
yeah, but it's not drums. It's just like a cowbell.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. He just said no. He likes silence, and I don't give him a lot of that at home.
I see.
He said all he wanted for Christmas was for me to stop talking, and that's not a joke. He said that last night.
Oh wow.
And I was like, that's not romantic.
No, it's the opposite. Yeah. And but y'all bake together, right?
Well, I do a lot of the baking.
Are you a good baker?
It tastes amazing. It looks terrible. It's cute, right? I love baking because it's very zen. I put on a good album with some cowbell maybe. No, and it tastes delicious, but it looks terrible. We just made gingerbread cookies the other night, my first attempt. Tasted terrible. I have this like list of celebrity bakers I DM. Blake Lively's like my go-to when something goes wrong. And I just asked her why it didn't taste good, and she always has an answer. Well, she's like the best baker.
Well, then why did it? What was the answer that yours didn't taste good?
Well, there's some secret ingredients. I don't know if she would want me to share.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
Like a
not do
certain
that.
kind of butter you can use,
Uh-huh.
a dash of a secret thing that gives it a kick.
I see.
But it was delicious.
But now you remade them and they were delicious.
They were delicious. It just doesn't look good.
I see.
We tried. We did like Succession-inspired gingerbread men. Well, I did. I was like, I'm very into Kendall Roy, you know, the whole Succession thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, who? But yeah. And my husband did it with me, but he's 12 years old, and so his men are not appropriate to show on daytime television.
Oh. But at least he's baking with you, though. That's a cute thing to do together as a couple.
Right. And can you imagine how much I talk when we're baking?
Yeah.
Or singing.
Yeah.
I had on West Side Story the other night just singing.
Oh.
He's like, you're a lot. Yeah.
Well, he didn't know that before he married you.
I guess not.
Wow, surprise.
It's only been 12 years, honey.
Hey, I'm really impressed with this. You're doing a cold plunge is it every day?
Not every day, I wish. I don't live as close to the ocean as I would like. But yeah, I've been pretty open about like having really bad panic attacks and anxiety, and those got super, super bad during the pandemic, and none of my like bag of tricks were working really. And so it was like 40 degrees in the morning at 6 a.m. and I just like drove to the beach. Nobody was there, and I started cold plunging in the winter, and it changed my life. No joke. Like there's actually a video. I don't know if you guys have it, but one time recently I posted this on Instagram, and I didn't have my phone with me in the ocean when it happened, but a pool of dolphins came and swam with me, and I was like, coffee.
It was amazing. Oh, it made it so much easier.
And then I got it right.
It's freezing. So wonderful.
Such a big container on the neighborhood. He like loves my Instagram because he thinks it's like the funniest Instagram, but I'm not trying to be funny. But he saw that and he was like, that is the whitest video I've ever seen. Like, he's like, who goes in the freezing cold before work at 6 a.m. and it's like, dolphins! Like, he thinks I'm hilarious.
But seriously, cold plunge, it is supposed to be, because we had Wim Hof on.
Oh, big fan.
Yeah,
That's
and
why I heard about it.
yeah, that's what he suggested. It cures all kinds of diseases. And so what I do is just cold showers, like ice cold showers, because that'll do it. And then so you can just, and as long as you can take it, just like really cold showers.
That's good. If there's no dolphins.
No, there's no dolphins, but I'm not going to drive to the ocean. Plus, I don't want to get in the ocean. I think that's even, I don't know.
like the smell when I drive home, and I feel like a surfer. Cool. Like,
Oh.
the only people there that early are like the surfer, and they're like, oh, not, like they would always be like, you cold plunge. Like, and I felt like I got like, points.
Yeah, well, you do. You get more points than me being in the shower. This is your 20th time here, and we have had a lot of fun, and I love having you here all the time. I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Thank you. I'm so happy. I can't believe it's my 20th time. Also, your crew, everybody, Andy, Mary, thank you so much. You guys have become a part of my family. You had my mom on the very beginning. I really feel, first of all, more people recognize me from the Ellen show than from Two Broke Girls in the Neighborhood. Like, I have people that come up to me on the street, and I just can't thank everyone here enough for, and Ellen, thanks for being amazing. And I wanted to give you something as a gift, to say goodbye. So, as some of you know, I twerk a lot on live television. Did it at the Emmys this year. Done it multiple times here, and I'm gonna retire from twerking on live television as your gift.
Oh, okay. Well, there you are, upside down twerking. I remember
that was one of my first times twerking here.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, maybe. Oh, there's another one.
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Well, it was my last dance, and it's my last twerk. My husband's so happy about this too. He's
All
so
right.
happy I'm retiring.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for bringing us your twerks. Okay.
One last time.
All right. Look at that.
What is it? Oh, I don't nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. Okay, you don't like
My name is Hillary. I'm 27, and it's been over 10 years.
I'm one of the few lawyers who advertises on television actually lives in the state of Mississippi. I want Mississippi to prosper, and I want to do my part by helping people so they won't become victims of the insurance company. That's what I see my job being.
Looking for dinner made easy? Move over meal prep and make way for pre-chopped and pre-portioned ingredients. Hit the road hard to follow recipes and say hello to easy breezy meals. Peace out, pile of dishes, and welcome easy cleanup. Well, hello there, Home Chef. Home Chef oven ready meals, pre-chopped and pre-portioned recipes without the prep mess. Get $90 off your first month at homechef.com. Home Chef, delicious made simple.
We started Warby Parker to make glasses more affordable. But then we thought, why can't we do the same thing to contacts? So we did. Shop top contacts brands without the hidden fees, plus get free shipping and save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com. Need a contact lens prescription first? Renew yours at home using Warby Parker's virtual vision test app. That's right, a vision test using only your phone. Whoa. Download the app, then save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com. One roll of a lifetime, one sore throat, but she had enough. She took new Mucinex InstaSoothe sore throat lozenges. Know your sore throat who's boss. New Mucinex InstaSoothe works in seconds, lasts for hours.
When a heart attack strikes, every second matters. You need rapid medical treatment from the experienced physicians at Anderson who are standing ready to save your life. With an award-winning cardiac team, 24/7 cath lab coverage, open heart surgery, and cardiac rehab program, Anderson is the clear choice for cardiac care. When minutes matter, you have Anderson.
Need a little help in the kitchen? The Good Dish is putting the D in dinner. As in delicious. Delectable. This is amazing. And oh, so doable. Oh, for when you want to do the most that's good enough to post, but you just don't have the time. And you never know who's stopping by to stir the pot. So get ready to get dishing. It all starts January 17th.
Premieres Monday, January 17th at 11 a.m. on WTOK.
Drivers are more distracted and careless than ever before. Who's really paying attention? We are. We fight and win for people injured by cars every day. The call is free and there's never a fee until we win. One call, that's all.
Stay informed with the help of News 11's Traffic Cam Network. Know before you go. Sponsored by Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, home of $199 down and $199 a month, and the 7-year unlimited mileage warranty.
Hey, you guys still here? Did you work out?
Oh yeah, we did the ab roller thingy for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't love it.
Well, you only did it for 5 minutes.
Are you judging? Because I feel judged.
Yeah. Why don't you guys just worry about yourselves?
Well, damn, what's in those smoothies? Vitamin B nasty.
That's Jump Fairs in the neighborhood. You're in your 4th season now, right?
4th season.
Wow.
Crazy. We're so lucky.
Yeah.
So much fun.
That's so great. And you're so close with Tashina.
Christina Arnold, my TZ. We call each other TZ and BZ. She's become one of my best friends in the world.
And she was here, you were guest hosting, and you had her on.
Yeah, we had Twitch. We had so much fun. It was so much fun. She's the best. I introduced her to all my like hippy dippy things. Like I made her do goat yoga. She tried froyo for the first time with me. Vegan and gluten-free baking. She wasn't a fan, but she tried it. And recently I had her, like, we were in a scene where we had to be hippies, and she put on this beautiful white flowing dress, and I, like, almost teared up, and she was like, I hate this dress. But it was, like, so me with cowboy boots. It was like, yeah.
That's so sweet. You, because y'all are so close, and you've played so many games when you were here before, you haven't played Taste Buds. So we brought her here so that y'all can play Taste Buds. So Tashina, come on out.
Woo!
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to play Taste Buds after this. What is it? Oh,
It's nasty. It's nasty.
Okay, you don't like it.
Open up, rip that open, your gift. Look at every single person, your whole crowd. Rip it open.
Oh my God, you guys.
Christina Ricci.
Your son is 7. I was working when I was 7. They'll say like, oh, school was so long today. I'm just like, I worked 12-hour days when I was your age. That poor guy.
It was 1968, the year I turned 12, the age where you transfer from boy to man.
I did get the new Chem Master set for my birthday. I thought that was for kids 16 and over. I can make a stink bomb.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, hold the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental cover, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve. I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-498-5307. That's 1-800-498-5307 now.
Of course the AC dies in the middle of summer.
Luckily, we're members of American Home Shield.
American Home Shield provides home service plans that help cover the cost when parts and more than 20 home systems and appliances wear out. Like our AC just did. If you can't repair it, they'll replace it.
This is totally fine.
I don't have to worry about finding someone to fix my fridge. I can just stick to making breakfast. American Home Shield has flexible plans to fit your budget and needs.
Fizzled toilets been flushing for 3 hours straight. It's no biggie though. My American Home Shield plan covers items no matter their age. I already showered today. For a free quote, go to ahs.com. That's ahs.com. You stay.
This week on Wheel, our players have their hands full with amazing trips, incredible prizes, and a whole lot of cash. And Matt has his hands full with... Hi.
Oh my god, that is amazing!
Be part of the excitement. Did you need coffee before you got here? This week on Wheel, I'm hooked. Wheel of Fortune, tonight at 6:30 on WTOK. Get excited!
Tingling in anticipation.
Because this season of the Goldbergs is packed with surprises.
That's good, no, it's not going to happen. Fine.
The Goldbergs, ABC tonight.
We're back with Beth Barrett and Tashina Arnold, and we're going to play Taste Buds. You'll have to be putting these things on your head, please.
Okay.
You cannot see. You can only use your mouth, not your hands.
Watch your eyelashes.
Well, well, that's on my eyelashes?
Probably.
Come on, help me, Ellen.
All right.
All right. Okay.
And hands behind our back.
Yeah, hands behind your back.
Oh my god.
And you will have to describe the food. Tashina's going to have to guess, Beth. We're going to start with you, and then Tashina will have a different food. All right.
I hope it's not seafood.
No, we won't give you seafood.
Okay.
All right.
Blindfolds.
All right.
Food in my mouth. I don't know what's going on.
This is worse than goat yoga.
All right. Describe this food, please, Beth.
Where is it?
Tashina, it's right down there.
It's bread, and it has toast in it.
Keep eating
Ravioli? Pasta.
What kind of pasta? Yes. Spaghetti. Yes. All right. Okay. All right.
Tashina, lean forward. Oh my god.
All right.
What am I doing?
Lean forward.
Oh god.
Lean forward.
Oh god.
Lean forward. Lean forward.
Oh god.
Lean forward.
Okay. Okay. It's white.
Thank you.
And it comes in a little cup, and it comes with different fruit flavors underneath.
Yogurt. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Head on down.
Sounds like you're chewing. Are you chewing? Oh yeah, you put them on ice cream cones.
But the healthy kind. I mean, the healthy kind. You know, like, it's not.
Yeah. Bring those. All right, Tashina. Head on down.
Okay, Ellen. Oh God, Ellen. Oh Lord, Ellen.
Come on, you're gonna
What
like
is
it.
happening on there?
Oh wait, it's me. Okay. It's round, and it has yellow cheese, thick cheese, but it's round cheese. Men have them.
Cheese balls.
All right. Okay. Head on down.
What's that, Ellen? What is it? Oh, what
I don't know. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Okay, you don't like it. You don't.
It's tiny.
You like you like gluten, so does it have gluten?
No gluten. No gluten. It's tangy and it's
Tangy.
gelatinish.
Jello?
I know. It's on Thanksgiving. You eat it and people eat it.
Oh my god!
All right. Come on.
Oh
Head on down.
Oh my god!
Isn't that good?
You can put this on top of candy yams. Okay, no, that's a black thing. No, it's not. S'mores. There's s'mores. And they're white. And they're soft. And they're
to be harder than we thought. How long is this? Put it in her mouth, Ellen. Put it in her mouth. I'm trying. What is this? She's got a large bite.
No, it's very good. You sold it on the neighborhood. I sold it on to Goldbergs. Yeah.
No. I'll accept the later half as cake. Okay. All right.
Wait, what?
No. Okay. Oh. All right. Lucky you. Come on.
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
all right.
Come on.
Oh, what?
Come on. Enjoy. Don't you dare make that face. Come on.
Oh, it's salty. Oh, what the hell, Alan? What is that?
You sure know what that is? Come on.
Oh. A margarita.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that name. Sorry. All right. It's a margarita. All right, you can take that out. Take that out. Okay. All right. Oh. Thank you. I got you something else. All right. We got you a gift. Oh my God. Bring the gift out, please.
You can take off your
Mommy,
thingy.
take them all out. Oh my God, my eyelashes.
Oh!
My name is Hillary. I'm 27, and it's been over 10 years.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped to stuff over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one on Pizza Hut.
You love to cook, but it's hardly a snack. Well, what if everything you need for a delicious meal is just left at your door? With oven-ready meals from Home Chef, you throw it all in the oven safe tin and count down to delicious. Don't have that, or whatever that is. Make, plate, garnish, and enjoy. No prep, no mess, just amazing recipes, fresh ingredients, and hot out of the oven happiness. Delicious, eat simple. Get $80 off your first month at homechef.com.
We started Warby Parker to make glasses more affordable. But then we thought, why can't we do the same thing to contacts? So we did. Shop top contacts brands without the hidden fees, plus get free shipping and save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com. When it comes to contacts, Warby Parker offers dozens of brands, including Scout, our very own comfortable, breathable, and affordable daily lens. Learn more about Scout or save 15% on your first order of contacts at warbyparker.com.
Yo, you ready?
Dude, I'm in class. You got nothing.
Oh.
Healthy, active, young. Not exactly the stereotype for cancer. Or is it? Colon cancer can affect anyone, even without symptoms. So it's important to have regular screenings. If you're 45 or over, it's time for a colonoscopy, which is the best way to detect colon cancer early. The procedure is fully covered by most insurances, and it's easy to get scheduled. Trust the doctors you know at Anderson Digestive Health to help reduce your risk.
Captioning and other consideration for the Ellen DeGeneres Show provided by...
Hey guys, family hike starts next.
For every adventure, there's Nature Valley.
Magic is calling you to stay at a Disney Resort Hotel, where you're surrounded by the world's most magical celebration. The fun never stops.
Special friends greet you. You soar to adventures with extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day. And now you can save on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
Christina Ricci. When your son was 7, I was working when I was 7. And I was like, oh, school was so long today. I was just like, I worked 12-hour days when I was your age. That poor guy.
Don't know what is wrong with
Back in season 8, I saw a video of a girl who had just had her wisdom teeth removed. She was high as a kite, and she thought I was in the room with her. I was not, but her sister got it all on tape, and I liked it so much that I invited her here on the show. Let's watch. So, do you remember any of that stuff when you watch it?
No, like I don't remember any of that. Like apparently my best friend came over that afternoon, and I like don't have any recollection of even like seeing her. But I watched the video so many times that there's part of me that kind of feels like I was there. Well, I guess like I was there, but yeah, I really don't.
You were there. By the way, I'm being so rude. Would you like a Tic Tac? And the reaction you got was what from your family and friends?
Oh, they were so excited. Well, they thought it was hilarious, but I mean, they were so excited that you guys found it funny. Actually, my mom, she phoned me in the middle of my biology class, the day that one of your producers phoned, and they're like, yeah, Ellen Dash show phone, and my class went like wild. They were so excited. We played back the message that you guys left us on the phone. Everyone was so excited.
Well, of course we liked the thing. I mean, how can you not like it? How can you look at that? I mean, I've watched it so many times. I can't tell you. Just everything you said didn't even make sense. And just how I need a Tic Tac. I was so angry and so like expected that a Tic Tac would be there. And all of it was, and there was a buried treasure in your mouth.
Yeah, maybe that was a Tic Tac.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening. All right, and what does that mean that's her camera slot? When you said my camera slot.
I don't really know, but I'm guessing that I watch the show in the morning, so I'm guessing that's why you're such a big part of that. But I guess I love the parts where you prank people.
Oh,
so that might have been it. Me thinking that you had a hidden camera in there.
And then since you thought I was there, I thought that I would make sure that that's all my TV is.
Hi, my name is Hillary. I'm 27, and it's been over 10 years since I was on the show, and so much has changed in my life. And I'm married. I have a beautiful baby girl, and I work as a counselor. And yet, the memory of me being on the show is still one that I hold so dear. It's still so special and so fun for me. But I'm very glad to report that it was also a one-hit wonder, and there have been no more incidents of me hallucinating after surgery. So thank you so much, Ellen, for having me on the show, and a sincere congratulations on your final season. You have made an impact on so many people's lives, including mine.
Thanks, Hillary. We'll be back.
Open up, rip that open, your gift. Look at every single person, your whole crowd. Rip it open.
Oh my God, you guys.
to Sonic. And take your order.
Can I get 2 fast milk?
Melt the cheese. Order up.
Sonic cat milk.
There's never been a better time to experience a better litter box. Introducing Pretty Litter. Its lightweight crystals trap odor ships right to you for free. Head to prettylitter.com to try it today.
Hi, I'm Joe Montana. When you get to be 65, you have little patience for nonsense and inefficiency. You know what works, and you become a pro at pretty much everything. That's why when I qualified for Medicare, I went with WellCare. With no cost or low monthly premium plans and no primary care or prescription copays, they're pros at helping you keep more money in your pocket. Other benefits include an over-the-counter allowance for items like toothpaste, cold remedies, mouthwash, a flex card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, even give-back plans that send money directly to your Social Security check.
You heard it straight from Joe the Pro Montana himself, legendary quarterback and actual WellCare member. WellCare is a no-nonsense Medicare insurance provider that's committed to giving you great benefits, like $0 or low monthly premiums, and $0 or low copays on prescriptions and primary care visits, just to name a few. And all of that comes without any of the hassle.
So beat that.
Don't wait. Be like Joe the Pro and make the right call.
WellCare gets it. They get rid of all the hassles and give us the great benefits that we want.
Dial the number on your screen now to request a free WellCare guide today, or visit our website at enrollwellcare.com. That's enrollwellcare.com. WellCare. It's Medicare done well.
Your whole team can see your upper thigh. Pour that smooth roast and aim that camera up high. And the best part of waking up is soldiers in your cup.
I would want this Fritos chili cheese sugar wrap to wrap myself up in and keep me.
I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna warm up my little tortilla blanket.
Tortilla blanket, I like. Sonic, Fritos chili cheese junior wrap.
I'm already on the spots on it. You already know what I need.
I'm excited about this. Our next guest is an incredible mentalist who I'm told is going to mental all of us. So please welcome Oz Perlman.
Ellen, what a treat. I did not show up empty-handed. My mom did not raise me that way. I brought gifts, but can't open the first one yet.
Okay.
Surprise.
All right.
Ellen, what's a mentalist, right? Weird term. I want everyone to know I'm going to let you in on a secret. Okay? Everything I do today is going to happen by one of two methods. First, I try to read your tells, your nonverbal communication. Second, I try to plant thoughts in the back of your head. Subtle suggestion that influences your thoughts and behavior. Let's do this. You ready, Ellen? And if I do this right, everyone at home, if you watch this over and over and over, is going to be able to piece together how I did it. How's that? Ellen, first things first, I want you to pick a color. I love this snazzy thing, by the way. Here's what I do. You're going to pick one out. I brought 150 crayons, courtesy of my kids. Do not let them know you're not keeping these. These are not the gift. Here's what I want you to do. Ready? You're going to reach in. But Ellen, I want you to stare at me. I don't want you to look for your favorite. Reach in, hard eye contact. So it gets weird. It's getting weird. Okay, hide one. Don't let me see it. Grab one, hold it tight in your hand. You got one?
Uh-huh.
Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Okay. Crayons done. Everyone in this audience, I want you all to fire up your imaginations. And everyone look me eye to eye. Everyone eye to eye. Here we go. And I want you all to picture. You know what? In one moment, I'm going to ask one of you to stand up. Stand up tall. You're going to help me out. But everyone right now, picture an animal. Visualize an animal in your brain and raise your hand if you've got an animal in mind. Ellen, let's look. Who looks excited? Who looks excited? I'm looking, you know what? I'm looking row 1, no hand up, row 2, row 3, second one in, lady in red. I love it. Stand up. What is your name?
My name is Megan.
Megan, yell it out. What animal are you visualizing?
A giraffe.
Ellen, a giraffe. What color did you pick?
Pink.
Pink. Looks great what you're wearing.
Yes.
Pink giraffe. Rip open the first gift, please. There, get in there. It's your show. You're the boss. Tear it open. Hold up. Hold up. Don't hold the applause in. That's right. Let it out, everybody. More gifts. The gifts keep coming. Ellen, another one. We're going bigger and better every time. That's for you. They keep coming. I'm not going to pick the next person. You will. Anybody in this audience, you know what? Come with me together. Grab this piece of paper. Let's go out in there. And I want this to be random. Totally random. So if you could, Ellen, come on around. Everybody get those hands up like you're catching a bouquet. And Ellen, turn your back. And as random as you can, you're going to find some line here. Throw it to anybody out there. You don't know and I don't know. Just give it a toss. Who's got it? Look at them. They're going after it. Anybody have it? And Ellen, I'm going to send you back over there with that gift. Come on over. Give her a hand, everybody. And what is your name?
Monica.
Monica. Ellen, give it a shot. Don't open it yet. What do you think is in there? A gift.
I think it's a book.
Killing it. Killing it. Unbelievable. Number 1, legendary stand-up comedian. 2, unbelievable TV host. And now a mentalist in training. Is there anything Ellen can't do, everybody? It is a book. It is a book. But that was a gimme. That was a gimme. Ellen, you picked anybody in this crowd. You could have thrown that piece of paper to anyone. She's going to tell you what that book is. Do you have any idea? I love that book. She's like, no clue.
No clue.
What? Imagine this. Imagine I rip the title page off there and I hold up. Can you see a piece of paper in my hand right now?
Yes.
Are we joining a cult? There's nothing in my hand. Sorry. Monica's like, what do I say? Don't worry, Monica. In a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers, and it's like you're hypnotized. Look at me. When I snap my fingers, you're going to swear up and down that you see a piece of paper in my hand. I'm going to let it fall down like a feather. And Monica, here's what you do. Look at me. Snap my fingers. I want you to imagine it falls down in my hand. Look down in my hand, and I want you to repeat over and over in your head what you see. And if you're playing along, nod your head. She's like, I don't know what's going on here. Close your eyes, Monica. And I want you to say this over and over in your head, over and over, whatever the title is. Imagine for a moment, folks, that Ellen had thrown this piece of paper to you. What would you have said right now if you were looking into my hands? Open your eyes. Monica, tell Ellen, what is it? What do you got? What did you see? Tell her.
Imagine.
Aloud.
Imagine.
The word imagine.
Yes.
If it says imagine in there, are you going to freak out?
Uh-huh.
Rip it open, Ellen. Rip it open.
It's a dictionary.
Imagine is in the dictionary. Monica, kill this. Hold on, Ellen. Ellen's like, I don't know about this. Wait. Hold on, Ellen. Imagine's got to be somewhere in the dictionary, right? Open up that piece of. Got this. Page. 316, last word, Ellen. Page 316. Last word. Please, open it up to 316. It's right after 315. Right after 315.
Okay. Oh my God.
316. Last word. I highlighted it. What color?
Pink.
Show them.
It says imagine.
Ellen, I saved the best for last. Get rid of the dictionary. Save the best for last. That's the final gift. I know it's getting better. Everybody out there, this is not just any show. This is our farewell season. 19 seasons. I want to give Ellen a surprise she's never going to forget. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Here's what I want you all to do. Everybody make a tight fist. Okay, when we do a surprise, we have to do a countdown. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is in a moment, not yet, I'm going to count down. And everybody, not yet, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to say go. And when I say go, you're going to hold up any number of fingers. Now, I don't want anyone peeking. I like a good surprise. Ellen, this is your crowd. Here we go. Everyone close your eyes. Everyone close those eyes. No peeking. Keep your eyes closed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Anybody hold any number of fingers. Any number of fingers. Look at this crowd, Ellen.
Oh my God.
Look at this crowd. Open up. Rip that open, your gift. Look at every single person, your whole crowd. Rip it open.
I am trying. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's very tight. Oh my God, you guys.
Show them.
And everybody, look at everybody around you.
Everybody. And maybe you'll be able to piece together how we just got thoughts into 200 people's minds. It says, imagine all the people whose lives we've touched. Thank you so much, Ellen. 19 amazing seasons. Bring it in.
Oh my God. We have one more amazing something after this.
At Intracellular Therapies, we're inspired by our circle, a circle that includes our researchers, driven by our award-winning science, who uncover new medicines to treat mental illness. It includes the compassionate healthcare professionals, the dedicated social workers, and the supportive peer counselors we work with to help improve and even change people's lives. Moving from mental illness to mental wellness starts in our circle. This is Intracellular Therapies.
It's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. Fall in love. When I look so fresh every time I put it in.
Is that
Imported from Portugal. Got it at Marshall's for a total steal.
Dove 0% is different. We left aluminum out and put 48-hour freshness and 1/4 moisturizers in. Dove 0% aluminum deodorant, lasting protection that's kinder on skin.
For all the sniffles, sneezes, and super dead snack times, choose Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues, made for extra comfort, 3 layers strong. Kleenex, for all the moments.
Life happens in the moment, in the quiet and the chaos. You shouldn't have to miss out on all the moments you love just to lose the weight you want. WW's all-new personal points program. For the first time ever, your plan is designed 100% for you. Live the life you love. Lose the weight you want.
The all-new WW Personal Points Program. Don't pay until spring. Join today at WW.com. Hurry, offer ends January 17th.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At Dixie Buildings, we understand that you need storage for the things you want to protect from theft and the elements. That's why we offer storage buildings in a variety of sizes. Need to store lawn equipment or a motorcycle for security? Dixie Buildings has affordable options, quality craftsmanship, and they're built right here in Mississippi.
Here at Dixie Building, you not only get the best deal, but our employees are American taxpayers. That means your money stays in the good old U.S. of A. Well, come see us.
Financing and rent-own available. Call Paul Brown today and save at Dixie Buildings.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
We're back with an incredible mentalist, Oz Perlman, right? Oz.
Like somebody owes you money, I guess.
Yeah. Oz, all right.
Ellen, 4,000 plus guests, 19 incredible years. I'm putting you on the spot. I'm not going to pick your favorite guest, but I'm having you visualize one person you've had on this show before. I want you to close your eyes, and that's the best way to do it. I want you to picture this person's face. Open your eyes for me. I want you to see what I've got. I've got a business card. Not that exciting. And I have a pair of scissors. All right, here we go. Imagine your person's face. There's no way I can know who this is. Have you told anybody?
No.
No. How can you? I'm going to start with the hair. You're smiling, which means they're kind of smiling. You're doing a half smile. You could have thought of a guy or a girl. Equal opportunity. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. The jawline is always telling. I think, Ellen, I am almost done cutting. This is what I did in college instead of studying 2 of the 4 years. I think it's a female. When you picture the jawline, I saw more of a slender. Is it a female?
Yep.
Tell us all, tell everyone your viewers, everyone in America, who are you imagining at this very moment? I'm all done cutting. Tell us her name.
Taylor Swift.
Everybody say hello to Taylor Swift. Ellen, the goodies, more and more presents. Take Taylor Swift, put it on the fridge, or give it to Taylor for me. That's for me to you. Thanks so much.
Oh my God. Oz, you're amazing. You're incredible. Go to our website to learn more about Oz. I want to thank Beth Bayers. I want to thank all of you for watching. Thanks for being a part of my final season. I feel the love in this room. I give it back to you. Go out and spread it around the world. Bye, everybody.
News 11 at 5, sponsored by the Law Office of Denson and Associates.
Meridian police are asking for information in an armed robbery that took place on Tuesday. And the first bill to hit the governor's desk this year involves the Congressional Redistricting of the state after last year's census. Also, lawmakers in Washington saying goodbye to a giant of the Senate. We bring you inside the Playing the States here, according to Senator Perry Reed. A weekend storm system will mean rain, and that rain will change to snow. I'm tracking our next weather maker for you coming up.
Live from downtown Meridian, always local, always on. This is WTOK News 11 at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Meridian police are searching for 2 people that ran into a local auto parts store with guns. Happened last night, and we have more on this as a part of our top story tonight. They say it was just after 7:30 yesterday evening when 2 black men demanded money from employees from the O'Reilly Auto Parts store on H Street. Police say they were able to get away with an unknown amount of cash before leaving that store. Investigators aren't sure if the suspects ran from the store or got into a nearby vehicle. One local business owner questions why people are even trying to commit these kinds of crimes.
And why would a person want to go and rob an auto store? How much money are you going to get out of an auto store? Just like they rob a Dollar General. What are you going to really get out of Dollar General? So, that's still petty. That's a petty thief. That's still petty.
And there's that Dollar General store that Mr. Miller was referring to last Thursday. Burglar stole items from inside. And that happens to be right next to where that robbery took place last night. They released these surveillance images of the suspects wanted in the burglary case. If you recognize these people or have any information about who could be responsible for the armed robbery that happened last night at O'Reilly, then you are asked to call the Meridian Police Department or the East Mississippi Crime Stoppers line at 855-485-TIPS. Storm Team 11 Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bauer says the chance for snow is increasing for this weekend. He's tracking a big weekend storm system for us out in the weather wall. Snow.
Yeah, it's only increasingly likely, but I'm still going to say it's not necessarily a guarantee. But based on the latest data, we're going to increase the chance for snow on Sunday. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast a little bit later on in the show. Between about 9 o'clock and noon on Saturday, rain starts to ramp up across the area. This is going to fall through a large part of the evening, and then watch after midnight as we go into early Sunday morning. Here comes the snow. It's starting to pick up between about 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. especially, and it falls through at least part of the morning before it starts to retreat from our area on Sunday afternoon. Some minor accumulation may be a possibility on some of the grassy surfaces. It's a little too early to tell that with certainty at this point. In fact, it's really too early to tell that we're definitely going to get snow. This is a storm system I'm tracking. We're going to follow it right into our area for you, coming up in the forecast at about 5:15.
so much. Multiple organizations are coming together to bring a grant to Meridian. Meridian Housing Authority will apply for a $1.5 million youth build grant. The grant looks to help youth between the ages of 16 and 24 who dropped out of school, as well as youth from underserved communities. Several organizations, including the Carter Foundation and the Boys and Girls Club, are part of the partnership list. People going through the program will also get skills and educational training. The Housing Authority will also look to construct 3 homes during the grant cycle.
It's a 4-year grant, and I think that there is a there's a 1-year planning period. So once we are funded, and I'm confident that we'll be funded. Once we are funded, we'll still have 12 months to meet with our community regarding strategies to make sure that we're not duplicating services, to make sure that we are utilizing these funds to the fullest extent.
For additional information on the Housing Authority's efforts, visit meridianhousing.net. The first bill of the 2022 legislative session has cleared both the House and Senate and is now headed to Governor Reeves' desk. Congressional redistricting is one of the issues we new lawmakers would have to make quick work of this year. The qualifying deadline for people wanting to run for Congress is March 1st. The Senate took more than an hour debating the newly redrawn lines. Congressional District 2 was the only one of 4 that lost population in the last census. So they had to find a way to bring more people into that particular district. Some of the concerns raised by House members last week came up again today. Several senators worried that District 2 would no longer be compact because the new lines stretched nearly the full length of the state. 2 amendments were unsuccessfully offered in the Senate.
You spent a lot of hours making sure that it was fair and yet complying with the general guidelines. So I feel good about the deal.
Report challenge is imminent. Anytime you just can pick up the 65,000 population loss in District 2 by picking up all of that congressman's home county and just adding a little of Madison County, and you can do that without extending land mass by picking up the southwestern most 4 counties of the state, I think it's just going to create a problem.
As for what this means for you, depending on where you live, your district could change before this year's midterm elections. And with that, the person who represents you in Washington could also change. Mississippi lawmakers are reacting to the president's push for voting laws. One state senator wants to see the act passed because he says the current state of voting measures in the country is like history repeating itself.
Blacks got the right to vote. They decided to suppress the vote by changing the Constitution, making it very hard for black voters to vote. Must own property, must be reading right, must pay a poll tax, voter suppression measures.
But others disagree. Secretary of State Michael Watson took to Facebook saying, quote, "It has never been easier to vote than now, yet we are witnessing an all-out attack by the far left to undercut the integrity of the election system and undermine measures intended to secure elections." There's another candidate in the race for governor of Alabama. Tim James, who ran unsuccessfully for governor as a Republican back in 2002 and 2010, has officially kicked off his 2022 campaign. In 2010, James just missed the runoff against Bradley Byrne and former Governor Robert Bentley. James is also the son of former governor of Alabama, Tom James, who was governor from 1979 to 1983 and from 95 to 99.
I'm running for governor because I believe the leadership in Montgomery have capitulated to the political structures that control this state. They just don't have a stomach for the fight.
Here are the other Republicans in the race: current Governor Kay Ivey, Lindy Blanchard, Lou Burdett, Dean Odell, and Stacey George. With the Alabama legislative session now underway, state lawmakers are focusing on a bill that would eliminate the need for Alabama residents to get a permit to conceal carry a gun. The bill was introduced in the House by Representative Shane Stringer, who is a police officer and believes in the Second Amendment. The Sheriff's Association and several police departments support the need for concealed carry permits and say they're concerned eliminating them will affect community safety. The sheriff pointed out a famous case to make his point.
He blew up the
City federal building and killed all those people. He was stopped for speeding. When they stopped him, he had a shoulder holster, and he was placed in jail because he didn't have a permit.
Some have accused sheriffs of wanting to keep the permits in place because of the revenue that it generates. While sheriff's departments do benefit financially from the permit process, many stress that this is not about funding. A solemn send-off for Senator Harry Reid. Lawmakers gathered on Capitol Hill today to pay tribute to the late senator who passed away last month after 34 years of service in Congress. Our Washington News Bureau reporter Peter Zampa tells us how they are honoring him in D.C.
Congress said goodbye to a political icon Wednesday. A line in state ceremony for Senator Harry Reid gave lawmakers and their staffs a chance to pay respects to a man who roamed both chambers of Congress for more than 3 decades. With family, friends, and colleagues watching, a former Senate giant enters his workplace one last time.
From his humble roots in Searchlight to the spotlight of Capitol Hill, his entire life was defined by defying long odds.
A pared-down ceremony is courageous nationwide. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi remembered the man whose congressional career began in the House. He moved on to the Senate, where he reigned for decades, making his mark pushing through landmark legislation like the Affordable Care Act.
We celebrate Harry Mason Reed's final return to the Capitol because we must. Few have shaped the workings of this building, like our dear friend from Nevada.
New York Senator Chuck Schumer took over as leader of the Democrats when Reed retired in 2017. Reed's Senate replacement, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, says a line in state is a fitting tribute for a Nevada legend.
I was always able to rely on Senator Reed. He always had great advice.
Nevada's other senator, Jackie Rosen, says Reed's impact on their state and the nation will be felt for a long time.
He was known for being a master negotiator. He was known for being a kind and considerate person. And I think in today's world, it's rare to find both.
Well, Reed's casket remained on display throughout the day for those lawmakers and staff members who did not go to the ceremony. His casket departed the Capitol late this afternoon. Reporting in Washington, Peter Zampa.
After the break, we dive into how lightning is formed and how to stay safe from stormy weather. And in tonight's Health Watch, blood supply here in the United States has hit a critical low. Donations are needed.
And I'm tracking that big weekend storm system that's going to mean some rain and could mean some snow. We'll be back to talk about that.
My name is Joseph Dixon. I'm a trial lawyer. We fight for the little man.
If you have been injured in an accident and it wasn't your fault, contact your personal injury allies, Denson and Associates. We will work hard to get you the maximum recovery. If we don't win, you don't pay. Call Denson and Associates at 601-693-5400.
We fight for justice.
Walk into Nelson Hall Chevrolet and you'll see familiar faces in parts, new, office, service, body, and used.
See thousands with a Nelson Hall GM certified vehicle. Includes roadside assistance, 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, courtesy transportation, a 172-point inspection, and maintenance program.
Thank you from all of us at Nelson Hall Chevrolet, Meridian's #1 dealer.
Highly qualified, unmatched expertise, outstanding outcomes. When you need surgery, turn to Medical Arts Surgical Group. Most advanced surgical and robotic techniques. Our board-certified surgeons have unparalleled levels of education and training from across the U.S., establishing us as the area's premier surgical team with over 80 years of experience. Doctors Tart, Phillips, Dennison, Tulip, and Coker are your trusted surgeons close to home.
WTOK brings the action to you with our Sky 11 drone. From where the action happens, the stories you care about with our unique perspective. Sky 11 drone from the #1 news source in East Mississippi and West Alabama. WTOK.
As COVID-19 hospitalization rates surge across this country, the American Red Cross and other groups say the U.S. blood supply is dangerously low. Mindy Gaither has more on what's causing supplies to be depleted and how you can help out.
A new record high in the U.S. for COVID-19 hospitalizations than at any other point in the pandemic. And
as those in healthcare scramble to care for these patients, another danger lurks: dangerously low life-saving blood supplies.
The crisis is the worst we've seen in over a decade.
The American Red Cross says several factors, including surging COVID-19 cases, severe winter storms, declines in donor turnout, blood drive cancellations, and staffing problems have all led to shortages across the U.S.
We are challenged to collect enough blood to meet hospital needs, and sometimes up to 25% of a hospital's need might not be met.
Some blood centers across the country reporting less than a day's supply of certain types of blood, causing major surgeries for some patients to be postponed.
We encourage everyone who is healthy and feeling well to roll up their sleeves and make an appointment. We require masks of all of our staff and our donors and anyone associated with the blood drive, so the donation process is very safe.
For Health Minute, I'm Nancy Gaither.
If you're interested in donating blood, you can find a blood drive close to you and make an appointment through the American Red Cross app, or you go to the website. Joining us now is Stephen Bowers to talk about snow. That's all I heard earlier.
And the reality is, that's all I see behind you too. Some snow can fall. It's not a guarantee, and even if it does fall, we may not all get snow. That's really the gist of what we're talking about. And there's even some potential we don't get any snow at all. Now, this one computer model is showing an increasing likelihood. This is not the only computer model showing that increasing possibility. But again, I really want to stress, this is not a guarantee. I don't want anybody to go, oh, Stephen said it's going to snow this weekend. No, I'm saying snow is a possibility this weekend. I'm not promising you snow by any means. I don't want you to get too excited about this just yet. So EMEPA Live Radar is quiet locally. What are we watching? We're watching a storm system, as I told you yesterday, that rolled in off the Pacific Ocean, and now it's organizing way up here over the Canadian Rockies, and it's going to continue getting its act together, and then it comes out over the Canadian prairies and drops into the northern part of the country in the United States by tomorrow night into early Friday morning. There's 6 a.m. Initially, this is a very cold storm system with lots of snow flying across the northern plains and parts of the upper Midwest. And then on Friday night and Saturday morning, this drops down into the south where we're considerably warmer. So the rain changes to, or the snow rather, changes to rain for Saturday. And this is where we are. From Saturday, 9 a.m. to about lunchtime, the rain's going to be increasing across much of Mississippi, including right here in our area. This falls through the evening, and then we are at midnight Sunday night. We see the biggest part of the rain exiting stage east, and as moisture wraps around the circulation, this could set us up for some snow on Sunday morning. There we are at 6 a.m. We already see that potential for snow picking up. And in this particular model, this brings the snow way down part of the south. But I'm going to talk about some potential variation in this forecast and one resolution or one solution that maybe means a little less snow. If we get it, it's out of here by Sunday afternoon, by the way. So there's a live look outside with our Johnson Dodge traffic cam. Traffic's moving along on Highway 39. The interstate's zipping along there. I don't have any weather-related problems. In fact, it's beautiful, sunny. With that sun setting in the distance, we're getting some color on the western horizon. There's live look from Meridian Regional Report weather camera. Downtown, we're seeing that color also. Beautiful shot. We're beautifully clear over downtown Philadelphia, over Decatur, and over Livingston right now. The next 24 hours are going to be nice and quiet. Tonight's mostly clear. We'll have a few passing clouds. 10 o'clock to midnight cools down in the lower 40s, and then by first thing in the morning, it's brief upper 30s for those lows. Tomorrow, the sun comes out and we warm up. Look at this noon. We'll already be in the low to mid 60s and expect mid to upper 60s tomorrow afternoon. We're talking noticeable warming here as we get on into the latter part of the week. By 6 p.m., we cool to the 50s, and then those 50s trend back to upper 40s through about 10 o'clock. So it's a quiet end of the week. Thursday and Friday are going to be in the lower 60s. Saturday may even touch 60, but the rain's going to ramp up and cool us off in the afternoon. And the continued cooling sets us up for that changeover to snow on Sunday. And there may be some rain mixed in with this, and it may even be a little bit of a slushy snow. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the potential for any accumulation coming up tonight on News 11 at 6.
Snow is all we really know here in the South, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm remembering one back in, what was it, 2010, where we got like 5-6 inches of snow right here in downtown Meridian. People making so many things. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Right. And that's the one time I can remember we got some really good counters. Right. And we had some not long ago, actually in December. I believe that was before you made your return to WTFK. Yeah, that was 2 months before that. So yeah, it does happen to me every once in a blue moon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, all right, maybe less frequently than a blue moon. So you're saying there's no? No, I'm saying there's a chance. Okay, I get this. All right, thanks a whole lot, of course. Well, every Wednesday morning on Facebook, Storm Team 11 meteorologist teacher McKinsey gives the why behind the weather. Today, the hot topic was lightning. She explained how lightning is a rapid discharge of electrical energy that was built up between positive and negative charges inside of a cloud, or between the cloud and the ground. Lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, so as it strikes, it heats the air around it, causing it to expand rapidly. This creates the boom, also known as thunder. When you hear thunder, I say to go inside immediately because you're within a range to get struck by lightning. You can get more lightning safety tips on the WeatherWise page on our website, wtok.com. 2 Korean automakers have outsold one automaker here in the United States for the first time. And inflation in the U.S. has hit an all-time high. We'll tell you what's to combat those, hopefully, coming up next.
Who's on it with Jardiance?
For 25 million prescriptions.
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart rate.
We're working up a sweat before coffee and saying no thanks to a Boston cream.
Jardiance is a once daily pill that can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease. So it can help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum can occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack? We're on it.
We're on it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance. 2 households, 2 sick kids, 2 loads of snot-covered laundry. Both will be washed with detergent, but only one will be sanitized.
Wait, what?
Make the wash work harder. Protection. Because adding Lysol laundry sanitizer to your wash kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria. Detergent alone can.
Why can't hers be sanitized too? Aw, thank you.
Clean is good. Sanitized is better. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Just 2 pills for all-day pain relief. Aleve and see what's possible. And also try Aleve X topical pain relief. Are you part of a team that deserves tremendous bragging rights? Go to WTOK.com to nominate your team. All teams are eligible. And on Tuesday, watch News 11 Sports as they reveal their selections. Team of the Week is sponsored by Total Pain Care. Always local, always on. This is News 11 at 5.
If prices seem high to you, you're right. Inflation hit a 39-year high. Today, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that inflation jumped 7% in the 12 months ending in December. That's the steepest climb in prices since June of 1982. It was also a faster rate of increase than November's 6.8% and higher than economists had predicted. The Federal Reserve plans multiple interest rate hikes this year to help fight that inflation. Policymakers have already signaled a rate hike could come as early as this March. The Fed is also set to end its monthly bond purchases to support the economy during the pandemic. And Kia and Hyundai auto sales combined outsold Honda in the United States for the first time ever. According to sales figures supplied by the automakers, the brands together ranked fifth in the U.S. sales.
I know you
Hyundai and Kia each saw sales increase about 20%. They outsold Honda by more than 130,000 cars, trucks, and minivans. What makes a record for retail sales, excluding sales to fleet customers. For Kia, it was the first time the brand ever sold more than 700,000 vehicles in 1 year. Now, as for Honda, sales were up just 8% last year on another struggles with supply chain issues. Oh man, credits the pandemic for losing 200 pounds, and a couple turns amateur detectives to find a stolen doll. They were simple as this.
interest financing for 5 years. Plus, get up to $300 Ashley cash on qualifying mattress purchases. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Nurse Mariam Sabo knows a moment this pure demands a lotion this pure. New Gold Bond Pure Moisture Lotion. 24-hour hydration. No parabens, dyes, or fragrances. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
Stay informed with the help of News 11's Traffic Cam Network. Know before you go. Sponsored by Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Home of $199 down and $199 a month. And the 7-year unlimited mileage warranty.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer with taking with fulvestrant, regardless of medical status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor to start an antidiarrheal and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and pain or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Shop huge savings this weekend at Ashley Home Store's 72-hour sale. Save 30% off your first item plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Or get 0% interest for 4 years with no minimum purchase. 3 days only at Ashley Home Store.
A man makes an amazing transformation, losing half his body weight with diet and exercise. He says that he knows he goes to all the pandemic. Here's Aaron Roll.
For a lot of us, COVID times has not exactly done wonders for our waistline. However, a Hawaii man is crediting the pandemic for motivating him to lose more than 200 pounds. A couple of years ago, Joshua Swiger weighed more than 400 pounds. He looks familiar. You may have seen him on Jeopardy in January of 2020.
I became known for being the Aloha shirt guy on Jeopardy. I was, according to the chart, morbidly.
When the pandemic hit, Swiger's tourism company went belly up, and his looming job search set him on a self-improvement mission. Soon, watching his diet and doing daily exercises turned into a new lifestyle for Swiger, who ended up losing half his body weight. Swiger's career was transformed as well. He's now a fitness instructor and personal trainer.
I don't think I would have done this without the pandemic, and that's a really weird thing to say.
From pounds lost to a show dog found, thanks to some amateur detectives in Minnesota. Michelle Baker had driven from Iowa to St. Paul to enter her award-winning boxer Jasper in a dog show. But before she could, her van was stolen, with Jasper in it. Thankfully, the Wentz family was soon on the case.
I'm on the phone with her and I'm like, we just found the vehicle. And she's like, what?
St. Paul natives and fellow dog owners Tara and James Wentz had recognized the man seen in a surveillance photo from the incident, went to his house where they found the van.
She gave me permission to break the window. I shattered the window quick, got inside. The dog was still in the back shivering.
I just screamed at her, he's alive, and she lost it.
Now, thanks to the Wentz's kindness and craftiness, Jasper is on his way home. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
When we return, Steve Bauer says he will not talk about snow. However, he will give you this evening's forecast.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Why burn a candle when you can switch to Airwick Essential Mist? It's the modern way to transform fragrance infused with natural essential oils into a mist. Airwick Essential Mist. Connect to nature.
Here in Mississippi, we take care of our own. Neighbor helping neighbor, sharing food, comfort, good time, and heart. So when it comes to getting more out of health insurance, you can rely on your local health plan. Shared Health Dual Plus a dual eligible special needs plan offered by Shared Health Mississippi, with a dedicated team from right here in Mississippi who brings you caring, one-on-one support, plus $1,500 per year for over-the-counter items and healthy food, $5,000 per year for dental care with any dentist, up to 100 free rides per year to your doctor or pharmacy, and more at no extra cost. If you're eligible for both Medicaid and Medicare, Shared Health Mississippi will help you find out how to get more benefits. Call us today or visit the Shared Health Mississippi website at sharedhealthms.com. Shared Health Mississippi, on your side, in your corner.
It was 1968, the year I turned 12, the age where you transfer from boy to man.
I did get the new Chem Master set for my birthday. I thought that was for kids 16 and older. I can make a stink bomb.
All right, there's a live look indicator on this beautiful Wednesday evening. It's a cool evening, but it's not as cold as it has been. It'll take us a little bit more time to drop to the upper 30s, and it may take until about 10 o'clock. But even still, between now and then, we're still cool enough for jackets. We'll be still dropping from upper 40s around 6 o'clock to the lower 40s by 8 o'clock, and then into those upper 30s by 10. It's more like mid-30s when we wake up tomorrow morning, by the way, so we'll finish with the 20s to low 30s for now. For now, just for a little bit longer. For now, all right. And that does it for us here. Now we're back in 30 minutes. I'll head it over to David here and World News Tonight.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on. The major new findings on the Omicron variant here in the U.S. What we now know. The study looking at tens of thousands of patients showing the risk of death compared to Delta, as new cases of COVID surge across 99% of all counties in the U.S. And Dr. Fauci saying today what the acting FDA chief said 24 hours ago, that most people are going to get COVID. And tonight, the new findings, how contagious the virus is once it's airborne, and why your mask is most important in those first 5 minutes. We'll break it down for you. The prices you're paying, new inflation numbers just in tonight, and this is not going away. What Americans are now paying on meat, poultry, fish, eggs. Gas prices up nearly 50% from a year ago. Rent going up too. So what's still driving this, and is there any relief coming? Rebecca Jarvis is here. The developing headline, the January 6th committee now asking to hear from the Republican leader in the House, Kevin McCarthy, about his phone calls with former President Trump during the Capitol riot. We're also learning tonight the former president's former press secretary already answering questions from the committee. John Carl standing by with new reporting. A major setback here in the U.S. for Britain's Prince Andrew tonight, when a federal judge has now decided the lawsuit against Andrew will move forward. And British Prime Minister Boris Johnson in trouble tonight, facing calls for his resignation after attending parties while he ordered strict lockdowns in the UK. At least one gathering right at 10 Downing Street. Ian Pannell live in London. The emergency involving a U.S. Navy helicopter tonight, what we've now learned. And the new images of that medical helicopter with an infant and medical crew on board crashing near Philadelphia. The miracle survival story. We're tracking a new winter storm hitting the Midwest, then moving east, the south, and possibly right up into the Northeast. And tonight we remember the lead singer of an iconic American group.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Wednesday night. We begin tonight with these new findings on the Omicron variant sweeping the U.S. as cases and hospitalizations hover at record highs still. Authorities tonight studying tens of thousands of patients and now revealing new evidence that Omicron is in fact not as deadly as Delta. That study of nearly 70,000 patients finding they were half as likely to be hospitalized and 91% less likely to die. All of this, of course, encouraging. And some hopeful signs tonight from cities where Omicron surged first. New York City and Boston. And could some of these cities hit first now be showing signs that they might be turning the corner on this first two? This is still sweeping the nation. Take a look at the map tonight. Omicron now responsible for 98% of all new cases nationwide. This map showing the variant in red there, spreading across the country since mid-December. The country now averaging 750,000 new cases every day. Dr. Anthony Fauci said something today quite sweeping in nature, reflecting just how contagious this variant is. So everybody is going to wind up getting exposed and likely getting infected. He'd been asked about what the acting head of the FDA said just 24 hours ago, essentially agreeing with her. He went on to say, if you are vaccinated and boosted, you have a low risk of getting sick from this. And tonight there is also new research about how contagious the virus is once it's airborne and why your mask is most important in those first 5 minutes that the virus is in the air around you. We're going to break this down for you. And tonight the White House now promising to begin shipping 5 million free rapid tests to schools in this country every month. The first going out this month. ABC's Wade Johnson leading us off tonight.
Tonight, more evidence that Omicron may cause less severe illness. The first major study in the U.S. also showing the risk of dying was 91% lower compared to Delta.
Given the sheer number of cases, we may see that deaths from Omicron, but I suspect the deaths that we're seeing now are still from Delta.
That review of 70,000 patients in California found that people are half as likely to be hospitalized with an Omicron infection compared to Delta, and tended to have shorter hospital stays. And none of the Omicron patients studied needed a ventilator.
The problem is that for unvaccinated people or people who are not gotten boosted who are high risk, yes, and they may not end up on a ventilator, they're still getting quite sick from this. But it does show that Omicron seems to have less of an effect on lung disease, and that's hopeful.
But the COVID surge sparing no corner of the country. This map showing the rapid spread of Omicron since mid-December. 99% of counties in the U.S. now reporting high transmission. Today, Dr. Fauci echoing the assessment from the acting head of the FDA that most people are going to get COVID.
What she was referring to is that virtually everybody is going to wind up getting exposed and likely get infected. But if you're vaccinated and if you're boosted, the chances of you getting sick are very, very low.
Still, with 750,000 new infections every day, the administration says it's updating its mask guidance and exploring ways to get better masks to Americans.
We're in the process right now of strongly considering options to make more high-quality masks available to all Americans.
But for weeks, health experts in cities like New York and Los Angeles have been urging people to upgrade to more protective masks like N95s, KN95s, and KF94s.
The most important mask, the best mask is the one that you'll wear all day. So if you can figure out a good, well-fitting mask that fits your nose and mouth, that's the most critical. No doubt about it, KN95s, N95s, KF94s, there's a series of masks out there that are much higher quality.
And tonight, another hopeful sign that places where Omicron surged first might be turning a corner. New York City reporting a 20% decline in cases since January 1st. And in Boston, wastewater samples show a sharp drop in the amount of virus detected in the last week.
Both encouraging signs in New York City and in Boston. We have to see what the days and the weeks ahead show us. With us tonight, and I know there's also new research this evening about the virus once it's airborne. Someone around you has it. It was very telling about how strong it is for the first 5 minutes or so, and then how quickly it weakens, which of course reinforces why masks are so important during those first minutes of exposure to someone who's sick.
Yeah, David, this new study out of the UK estimates that COVID loses most of its ability to infect within the first 5 minutes of leaving someone's body, and 90% of its ability to infect within 20 minutes. The research shows that the virus dissipates relatively quickly in the air, and that your highest risk comes from someone who is close to you without a mask. David?
Wade Johnson leading us off tonight. Thank you, Wade, as always. We're going to turn now to the economy and the prices you're paying, and new evidence tonight that you're not imagining things. Prices are going up on everything from groceries to rent now. New numbers tonight showing inflation now at the highest level since 1982. Consumer prices up 0.5% last month, up 7% year over year now. So what continues to drive these rising prices? And the question we always ask here, is there any relief coming? Here's our chief business and economics correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, tonight.
Tonight, with images of empty store shelves around the country and prices rising, Janetta Jackson of Detroit, a single mom of four, says her grocery bill has soared.
Just to get through a week, it's like $300. Prices just went through the roof.
Food prices, meat, poultry, fish, and eggs up 12.5% from a year ago. Shelter, rent up almost 4%. And used car prices up a whopping near 40%. Plus, gasoline prices, which declined slightly between November and December, still up nearly 50% versus a year ago, fueling the surge.
It's really a lot of things all at once. It's everything from supply chain problems to what has been an extraordinary strength in demand.
Those factors also contributing to shortages of everything from baby formula to produce and cereal, causing headaches and anxiety for consumers who haven't experienced inflation like this since 1982, when Ronald Reagan was president.
The economy is about psychology, right? It's about human behavior. We have no muscle memory of this.
Rebecca Jarvis back with us tonight. Rebecca, we know the White House pressed on this today. Of course, how much longer will Americans have to deal with this?
Well, David, the White House, along with many economists, predict that these elevated prices will remain through the winter, but will moderate by year end. And the Federal Reserve is also expected to hike interest rates 4 times this year to keep inflation from undoing the economy. David?
Rebecca Jarvis tonight. Thank you, Rebecca. Now to the developing headline tonight from Washington News of the investigation of the January 6th riot. The House committee now asking the Republican leader in the House, Kevin McCarthy, to voluntarily cooperate with their investigation. We're also learning the former president's former press secretary has already answered questions from the committee. Our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Carl, with late reporting tonight.
Tonight, the committee investigating the January 6th insurrection is asking the leader of the House Republicans, Kevin McCarthy, to voluntarily testify about his conversations with then-President Trump as the riot was underway. The committee believes McCarthy is uniquely qualified to talk about Trump's state of mind as the violence unfolded. In my book, Betrayal, a source close to McCarthy recounts a heated phone call between the Republican leader and Trump. McCarthy told Trump, quote, "I just got evacuated from the Capitol. There were shots fired right off the House floor. You need to make this stop." Shortly after that, with rioters still inside the Capitol, McCarthy told ABC News that he pleaded with Trump to give a national address calling on them to stand down.
I begged him to go talk to the nation.
The committee points out that 1 week later, McCarthy placed blame for the riot on Trump.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. These facts require immediate action from President Trump. Accept his share of responsibility.
But the committee notes that just 2 weeks later, McCarthy paid Trump a visit at his Mar-a-Lago resort, where he posed for this picture. Still, the committee hopes that McCarthy will voluntarily testify, as he suggested he would.
Would you testify if they call you on? Look, I don't have anything really to add. I've been very public, but I wouldn't hide from anything.
No response yet from Kevin McCarthy to the committee's request, but in a reminder that others close to Trump are cooperating with the committee, we learned that Kayleigh McEnany today did answer questions from the committee investigators. David?
Jonathan Carl on this again tonight. John, thank you. Meanwhile, here in New York City tonight, a major setback for Britain's Prince Andrew. A federal judge here issuing a blow, refusing to dismiss a lawsuit claiming the prince sexually assaulted an American woman when she was 17. All of this, of course, the continuing fallout from Jeffrey Epstein. ABC's James Longman on what happens next now.
Tonight, a major legal setback for Prince Andrew. A federal judge in New York has now allowed Virginia Roberts-Giuffre to go forward with her civil sex abuse case against him. The judge denying a motion by the prince's lawyers to have it thrown out. Their claim was largely based on language in a 2009 settlement between Giuffre and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein that included a clause protecting other potential defendants from future lawsuits. Lawyers for the Queen's second son and Epstein's friend argued that term included the prince. But in his ruling today, the judge called that 2009 agreement ambiguous and riddled with drafting problems. Giuffre claims Epstein trafficked her to have sex with Andrew when she was just 17, allegations the prince has denied repeatedly. Epstein died by suicide in jail in 2019. But this new development now puts Prince Andrew's denials in the spotlight.
The discovery process is what Prince Andrew's been trying to avoid. Meaning having to sit down and do a deposition, having to turn over documents.
The prince has been essentially in hiding from the public for months, but tonight Buckingham Palace is not commenting.
Prince Andrew is by far the biggest royal story, and it has the potential to cast a huge shadow over everything that the royal family do in the coming months.
Virginia Giuffre's lawyers say she is pleased at this decision and is looking forward to evidence of her claims being taken into consideration. But David, this really does now feel that the pressure is up on Prince Andrew.
Yeah, it's not what he was hoping for today, James. Thank you. And from Britain's Prince Andrew to the British Prime Minister tonight, Boris Johnson now facing calls for resignation, apologizing for attending gatherings, at least one party, right at 10 Downing Street, after he called for the UK to go under strict lockdown because of COVID. ABC senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell on opponents now calling out this hypocrisy. He's in London tonight.
Tonight, Boris Johnson forced to apologise for attending what appears to be a party during strict lockdown in May 2020, when people were banned from going to funerals, let alone parties, and could only meet one person outdoors for exercise.
I regret very much that we did not do things differently that evening. And Mr. Speaker, as I said, and I take responsibility and I apologise.
An email leak showing 100 people being invited to socially distanced drinks at Johnson's residence in Downing Street in May 2020 and to bring their own booze. It isn't the first time it's happened. Earlier that month, another gathering with food and wine and a reported Christmas party that his advisors seemed to laugh off as just a work event.
This fictional party was a business meeting. And it was not socially distanced.
Johnson claiming this and other gatherings were within the rules, which allowed business meetings, but the opposition Labour Party is having none of it.
When the whole country was locked down, he was hosting boozy parties in Downing Street. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
Well, until the next election, it's going to be up to Boris Johnson's own party to decide whether or not he stays or goes. And the mood's bleak. One lawmaker referring to the Prime Minister as a dead man walking. There's now an independent investigation into at least 10 gatherings like this. If any of them are found to be illegal and Boris Johnson was there, then his position is going to look very untenable.
David, tracking it all for us from London, Ian Pannell tonight. Thank you, Ian. And this evening, the developing headline back here at home in President Biden's fight to protect voting rights in this country. The president will travel to Capitol Hill tomorrow. And tonight, news that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer now says he has laid out the path to begin debate on a new bill that would combine both of these voting rights bills. Rachel Scott live up on the Hill tonight. Rachel, Senator Schumer says the Senate could begin debate without changing any Senate rules here. Until now, we know threats of the filibuster have blocked debate. So how will this work?
Well, David, Senate Republicans have repeatedly blocked Democrats from even debating voting rights legislation. But tonight, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he has figured out a pathway forward by attaching voting rights legislation to a separate bill over in the House. Now, this will allow the Senate to debate voting rights for the first time without changing any of the rules, David.
All right, so he's found a path forward to debate these bills. But of course, the real test is the vote on these bills that comes after debate, and that he would still have to somehow get around the filibuster.
Exactly, David. You have those two Democratic moderate holdouts, Senator Joe Manchin, Senator Kyrsten Sinema. They are firmly opposed to changing the Senate rules. That would allow Democrats to move forward and pass voting rights legislation without any Republican support. Now, President Biden is expected to travel here to Capitol Hill tomorrow to make an in-person plea directly to those senators, and Majority Leader Schumer still hoping for a vote on those rule changes by the end of the week. David?
All right, watching it all. Thank you, Rachel. Former Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid lying in state in the Capitol Rotunda. Former colleagues and members of Congress honoring the 5-term senator from Nevada. Current Senate leaders paying tribute today. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying to see him lead and legislate was to see a master at work. President Biden, who served with Reid for 2 decades in the Senate, later paying an unannounced visit. When we come back on this busy Wednesday night, new images of that medical helicopter crash near Philadelphia tonight with an infant and crew members on board. Also, the emergency tonight involving a U.S. Navy helicopter. And we're tracking that newest storm. It hits the Midwest first and then aims right toward the east.
It can get pretty nasty out there. So before you venture out, make sure you have the ultimate winter protection from WeatherTech with our laser measured cargo liners and floor liners, which protect carpets from snow and ice. Bump Snap protects the bumper, and no-drill mudflaps guard the exterior. While Cup Foam keeps your friends secure, order your American-made products from the comfort of your home at WeatherTech.com.
2 pills for all-day pain relief. Aleve and see what's possible. And also try Aleve X topical pain relief.
Ready to shine from the inside out? Try Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nails Gummies. The #1 brand to support beautiful hair, glowing skin, and healthy nails. Try Jelly Bean Vitamins with 2 times the biotin.
Why do people who live with generalized myasthenia gravis want a new treatment option?
Because we want to be able to get up and get ready for work.
Because animals need to be cared for, and we like taking care of them.
Because we want to go out to dinner with our friends.
Because in family photos, we want to be able to smile.
A new FDA-approved treatment for adults with generalized myasthenia gravis could help them do more of the daily activities they care about. To learn more, go to now4gmg.com and talk to your neurologist.
Tonight, news of that emergency involving a U.S. Navy chopper near Smithville, Virginia. The pilot of the Navy Seahawk helicopter forced to make a hard landing in that field there. The chopper skidding into the trees. 3 crew members on board. 1 is being treated for minor injuries. Also tonight, there are new images now emerging of that medical helicopter making an emergency landing in Philadelphia. You can see the chopper in the background of this video here going down. You'll remember an infant, 3 crew members on board. All of them survived this. The pilot seriously injured but improving and has been praised for avoiding buildings and power lines. When we come back, we are tracking that new storm from the Midwest to the South and then the East. And later here, remembering the lead singer from an iconic American group.
What can I do with less asthma? Dupixent. I can do more. Beginner's yoga. Namaste. Surprise parties. Aw, you guys. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks. Free! So I can do more of the things I love. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent. Does scrubbing feel like a workout? Scrub less with Dawn Platinum. Its superior formula breaks down and removes up to 99% of tough grease and food residue faster. So you scrub less. Tackle grease wherever it shows up. Scrub less, save more with Dawn.
Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm 76 and I live on the Oregon coast. My husband Sam, we've been married 53 years. We love to walk on the beach, have 2 daughters, and then 2 granddaughters. I noticed that memories were not there like they were when I was much younger. Since taking Prevagen, my memory has gotten better, and it's like the puzzle pieces have all been put together.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
House, clean. Cabinet, handled. Bathroom, tiled. Get started on your next home project at Angie.com or download the Angie mobile app today. Make your home an Angie home. Angie, and done. If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture, now might not be the best time to ask yourself, are my bones strong? Life's full of make or break moments. That's why it's so important to help reduce your risk of fracture with Prolia. Only Prolia is proven to help strengthen and protect bones from fracture with 1 shot every 6 months.
Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Xgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections, which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Don't wait for a break. Call your doctor now and ask how Prolia can help you.
To the index, and we're tracking a new winter storm first heading into the Midwest, up to 8 inches of snow from the Dakotas to Minnesota and Iowa. That begins as early as tomorrow night. The system then moving into the southeast there this weekend, and then likely right up into the northeast by Sunday night and Monday morning. And before then in the northeast, look at this, another cold blast moving in Saturday, wind chills plunging 20 to 30 degrees below zero in some places. places. When we come back here tonight, you'll know her voice and her songs, remembering an iconic lead singer.
I'm still drawn to what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to AFib not caused by a heart valve problem. So if there's a better treatment than warfarin, that's the trail I want to take. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk better than warfarin and has less major bleeding than warfarin. Eliquis has both.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure complete balanced nutrition with 27 vitamins and minerals, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin if you can help heal your skin from within? Dupixent helps keep you one step ahead of eczema with clearer skin and less itch.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
At Fidelity, your dedicated advisor will work with you on a comprehensive wealth plan across your full financial picture. A plan with tax-smart investing strategies designed to help you keep more of what you earn. This is the plan in effect.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Once weekly Ozempic can help. Ozempic is proven to lower A1C. Most people who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it. And you may lose weight. Adults lost on average up to 12 pounds. In adults also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
Ozempic helped me get back in my type 2 diabetes zone.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with the sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 3-month prescription.
I want them to see what was taken from me. It's going to be a trial.
They're threatening to kill her if she goes down there, and you still want her to testify.
On me tonight here, remembering singer Ronnie Spencer. She was the defining voice behind the Ronettes and their hit song, Be My Baby. Ronnie Spencer was born Veronica Bennett in Washington Heights, alongside her sister Estelle and cousin Nedra, forming the Ronettes. Their success wasn't immediate. Here's what she told Dick Clark in 1963.
Have you made a lot of records?
We made 2 others besides your one.
They have any success?
No.
But with their powerful voices and trademark beehives, the Ronettes would go on to sweep the country with hits for nearly a decade. They would tour with the Rolling Stones in the UK, and it was the Rolling Stones who opened for the Ronettes. It was their collaboration with music producer Phil Spector that brought about some of their most famous songs. Ronnie with Mary Spector after the band broke up in 1967. She would later say the magical music we were able to make together was inspired by our love. He was a brilliant producer, but a lousy husband. After years of reported abuse, they would divorce in 1974. Ronnie Spector would launch a solo career. There was Take Me Home Tonight, Anyway. The Ronettes were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2007. Ronnie Spencer died after a brief battle with cancer. Her family tonight saying Ronnie lived her life with a twinkle in her eye, a spunky attitude, a wicked sense of humor, and a smile on her face. She was filled with love and gratitude. Celebrating an iconic singer tonight, Ronnie Spencer. Good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Moore, America's most watched newscast.
This is my first time trying on glasses at home. So cute!
5 different ways to work quicker.
Oh, this one's better. Hey.
The virtual try-on is perfect. Like, they look like they're on my face. Like, look at this. Just swipe and switch.
These are definitely a keeper.
I think these are the one. Ooh, these look good.
That was so easy. They make it so fun and fabulous.
Need a little help in the kitchen? The good dish is putting the D in dinner. As in delicious. Delectable. This is amazing. And oh, so doable. Oh. For what you want to do the most, that's good enough to post. But you just don't have the time. And you never know who's stopping by to stir the pot. So get ready to get dishing. It all starts January 17th.
Premieres Monday, January 17th at 11 a.m. on WTOK.
What possessed you to do that?
When you've got something that was this bad, somebody's gonna pay. Deep line. Tonight at 7. Download the free WTOK weather app today.
Construction has begun on Civil War Parkway and has left drivers and business owners a little bit frustrated with the sudden changes. And Meridian police are asking for the public's help in a recent armed robbery. 2 suspects are currently in the run. And the CDC is projecting a large number of deaths due to COVID for the year 2022. Kid. I'm Dr. Mark Elliott. You've probably seen my commercials about the vein clinic at Meridian Plastic Surgery. What you probably didn't know is I'm the most experienced wound care physician in Meridian. And I'm excited to tell you that I'm now offering comprehensive wound care services at the wound care clinic at Meridian Plastic Surgery. The services will be offered at the same state-of-the-art facility as our vein care and plastic surgery services. So if you have a chronic wound and want the most experienced doctor and the time-saving convenience of an outpatient clinic, call 601-693-7742.
One of the most important parts of any financial plan is risk management or insurance.
Watch Gary James provide financial planning on Summit Wealth Group Tip of the Week every Friday during Good Morning Meridian. WTOK News 11 wants you to help Bill Hartman. Text HL Tornado to 51555 and donate to the Salvation Army Relief Efforts. WTOK News 11, always local, always on, helping Bill Hartman.
Get excited!
Tingling in anticipation.
Because this season of the Goldbergs is packed with surprises.
That's just that. No, it's not going to happen. Fine.
The Goldbergs, ABC tonight.
Tonight, bring 'em on. Can these ordinary Joes defeat the trivia pros?
I'll beat you. It's on. Oh my, are you ready?
I'll let you guys make it close.
You haven't seen anything yet.
The Chase, tonight on ABC.
As a family-owned and operated business since 1983, Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. We carry a variety of equipment, including steel, Exmark, Honda Power equipment, and more. Each of our friendly and experienced staff members is trained to help you with your lawn care needs. Stop by and see us today at 71 Highway 19 North at Interstate Plaza, or give us a call at 601-483-2572.
Here in Mississippi, we take care of our own. Neighbor helping neighbor, sharing food, comfort, their time, and heart. So when it comes to getting more out of health insurance, you can rely on your local health plan. Shared Health Dual Plus, a dual eligible special needs plan offered by Shared Health Mississippi. with a dedicated team from right here in Mississippi who brings you caring, one-on-one support. Plus $1,500 per year for over-the-counter items and healthy food. $5,000 per year for dental care with any dentist. Up to 100 free rides per year to your doctor or pharmacy, and more at no extra cost. If you're eligible for both Medicaid and Medicare, Shared Health Mississippi will help you find out how to get more benefits. Call us today or visit the Shared Health Mississippi website at sharedhealthms.com. Shared Health Mississippi, on your side, in your corner.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bowers. We at Storm Team 11 track storms every day. Now you can too with the WTOK weather app. When you view the homepage, you'll see a variety of features. You can view your neighborhood with the live radar, submit your weather photos to the app, customize live weather alerts, and watch video forecasts from Storm Team 11. Download your free WTOK weather app today from the App Store.
News 11 is taking the power of its Storm Team 11 weather coverage on the road. The new mobile weather lab comes with state-of-the-art technology that allow us to send storm pictures and updates directly to the studio. News 11 is driving to the heart of storm damage to keep you updated and informed. Tornadoes, hurricanes, severe weather. Storm Team 11 Mobile Weather Lab, exclusively sponsored by Mississippi Power.
Who are high risk. Yes, and they may not end up on a ventilator. They're still getting quite sick from this. But it does show that Omicron seems to have less of an effect on lung disease, and that's hopeful.
But the COVID surge sparing no corner of the country. This map showing the rapid spread of Omicron since mid-December. 99% of counties in the U.S. now reporting high transmission. Today, Dr. Fauci echoing the assessment from the acting head of the FDA that most people are going to get COVID.
What she was referring to is that virtually everybody is going to wind up getting exposed and likely get infected. But if you're vaccinated and if you're boosted, the chances of you getting sick are very, very low.
Still, with 750,000 new infections every day, the administration says it's updating its mask guidance and exploring ways to get better masks to Americans.
We're in the process right now of strongly considering options to make more high-quality masks available to all Americans.
But for weeks, health experts in cities like New York and Los Angeles have been urging people to upgrade to more protective masks like N95s, KN95s, and KF94s.
The most important mask, the best mask, is the one that you'll wear all day. So if you can figure out a good, well-fitting mask that fits your nose and mouth, that's the most critical. No doubt about it, KN95s, N95s, KF94s, there's a series of masks out there that are much higher quality.
And tonight, another hopeful sign that places where Omicron surged first might be turning a corner. New York City reporting a 20% decline in cases since January 1st. And in Boston, wastewater samples show a sharp drop in the amount of virus detected in the last week.
Both encouraging signs in New York City and in Boston. We have to see what the days and the weeks ahead show us. With us tonight, and I know there's also new research this evening about the virus once it's airborne. Someone around you has it. It was very telling about how strong it is for the first 5 minutes or so, and then how quickly it weakens, which of course reinforces why masks are so important during those first minutes of exposure to someone who's sick.
Yeah, David, this new study out of the UK estimates that COVID loses most of its ability to infect within the first 5 minutes of leaving someone's body, and 90% of its ability to infect within 20 minutes. The research shows that the virus dissipates relatively quickly in the air and that your highest risk comes from someone who is close to you without a mask. David?
Wade Johnson leading us off tonight. Thank you, Wade, as always. We're going to turn now to the economy and the prices you're paying, and new evidence tonight that you're not imagining things. Prices are going up on everything from groceries to rent now. New numbers tonight showing inflation now at the highest level since 1982. Consumer prices up 5% last month, up 7% year over year now. So what continues to drive these rising prices? And the question we always ask here, is there any relief coming? Here's our chief business and economics correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, tonight.
Tonight, with images of empty store shelves around the country and prices rising, Janetta Jackson of Detroit, a single mom of four, says her grocery bill has soared.
Just to get through a week, it's like $300. Prices just went through the roof.
Food prices, meat, poultry, fish, and eggs up 12.5% from a year ago. Shelter, rent up almost 4%. And used car prices up a whopping near 40%. Plus, gasoline prices, which declined slightly between November and December, still up nearly 50% versus a year ago, fueling the surge.
It's really a lot of things all at once. It's everything from supply chain problems to what has been an extraordinary strength in demand.
Those factors also contributing to shortages of everything from baby formula to produce and cereal, causing headaches and anxiety for consumers who haven't experienced inflation like this since 1982, when Ronald Reagan was president.
The economy is about psychology, right? It's about human behavior. We have no muscle memory of this.
Rebecca Jarvis back with us tonight. Rebecca, we know the White House was pressed on this today. Of course, how much longer will Americans have to deal with this?
Well, David, the White House, along with many economists, predict that these elevated prices will remain through the winter, but will moderate by year end. And the Federal Reserve is also expected to hike interest rates 4 times this year to keep inflation from undoing the economy. David?
Rebecca Jarvis tonight. Thank you, Rebecca. Now to the developing headline tonight from Washington News and the investigation of the January 6th riot. The House committee now asking the Republican leader in the House, Kevin McCarthy, to voluntarily cooperate with their investigation. We're also learning the former president's former press secretary has already answered questions from the committee. Our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Carl, with late reporting tonight.
Tonight, the committee investigating the January 6th insurrection is asking the leader of the House Republicans, Kevin McCarthy, to voluntarily testify about his conversations with then-President Trump as the riot was underway. The committee believes McCarthy is uniquely qualified to talk about Trump's state of mind as the violence unfolded. In my book, Betrayal, a source close to McCarthy recounts a heated phone call between the Republican leader and Trump. McCarthy told Trump, quote, "I just got evacuated from the Capitol. There were shots fired right off the House floor. You need to make this stop." Shortly after that, with rioters still inside the Capitol, McCarthy told ABC News that he pleaded with Trump to give a national address calling on them to stand down.
I begged him to go talk to the nation.
The committee points out that 1 week later, McCarthy placed blame for the riot on Trump.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob riot. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. These facts require immediate action by President Trump. Accept his share of responsibility.
But the committee notes that just 2 weeks later, McCarthy paid Trump a visit at his Mar-a-Lago resort, where he posed for this picture. Still, the committee hopes that McCarthy will voluntarily testify, as he suggested he would.
Would you testify if they call you on? Look, I don't have anything really to add. I've been very public, but I wouldn't hide from anything.
No response yet from Kevin McCarthy to the committee's request, but in a reminder that others close to Trump are cooperating with the committee, we learned that Kayleigh McEnany today did answer questions from the committee investigators. David?
Jonathan Carl on this again tonight. John, thank you. Meanwhile, here in New York City tonight, a major setback for Britain's Prince Andrew. A federal judge here issuing a blow, refusing to dismiss a lawsuit, claiming the prince sexually assaulted an American woman when she was 17. All of this, of course, the continuing fallout from Jeffrey Epstein. ABC's James Longman on what happens next now.
Tonight, a major legal setback for Prince Andrew. A federal judge in New York has now allowed Virginia Roberts Giuffre to go forward with her civil sex abuse case against him. The judge denying a motion by the prince's lawyers to have it thrown out. Their claim was largely based on language in a 2009 settlement between Giuffre and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein that included a clause protecting other potential defendants from future lawsuits. Lawyers for the Queen's second son and Epstein's friend argued that term included the prince. But in his ruling today, the judge called that 2009 agreement ambiguous and riddled with drafting problems. Giuffre claims Epstein trafficked her to have sex with Andrew when she was just 17, allegations the prince has denied repeatedly. Epstein died by suicide in jail in 2019. But this new development now puts Prince Andrew's denials in the spotlight.
The discovery process is what Prince Andrew's been trying to avoid. Meaning having to sit down and do a deposition, having to turn over documents.
The prince has been essentially in hiding from the public for months, but tonight Buckingham Palace is not commenting.
Prince Andrew is by far
the biggest royal story, and it has the potential to cast a huge shadow over everything that the royal family do in the coming months.
Virginia Giuffre's lawyers say she is pleased at this decision and is looking forward to evidence of her claims being taken into consideration. But David, this really does now feel that the pressure is up on Prince Andrew.
Yeah, it's not what he was hoping for today, James. Thank you. And from Britain's Prince Andrew to the British Prime Minister tonight, Boris Johnson now facing calls for resignation, apologizing for attending gatherings, at least one party, right at 10 Downing Street, after he called for the UK to go under strict lockdown because of COVID. ABC senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell on opponents now calling out this hypocrisy. Ian's in London tonight.
Tonight, Boris Johnson forced to apologise for attending what appears to be a party during strict lockdown in May 2020, when people were banned from going to funerals, let alone parties, and could only meet one person outdoors for exercise.
I regret very much that we did not do things differently that evening. And Mr. Speaker, as I said, and I take responsibility and I apologise.
An email leak showing 100 people being invited to socially distanced drinks at Johnson's residence in Downing Street in May 2020 and to bring their own booze. It isn't the first time it's happened. Earlier that month, another gathering with food and wine and a reported Christmas party that his advisors seemed to laugh off as just a work event.
His fictional party was a business meeting. And it was not socially distanced.
Johnson claiming this and other gatherings were within the rules, which allowed business meetings. But the
Construction has begun on Fieldwood Parkway, and it's left drivers and business owners somewhat frustrated with the sudden change. And Meridian police are asking for information on a recent armed robbery, leaving 2 suspects on the run. And the weekend storm system could mean some snow, but first, it's rain. I'm tracking our next weather maker for you, coming right up.
Live from downtown Meridian, always local, always on. This is WTOK News 11 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. A little bit late due to some technical difficulties this evening. However, we are here to bring you today's news. And we're going to start with the construction on the Fieldwood Parkway project. It began this week, and local businesses and drivers are already noticing some major differences. More on this, WTOK News 11's Ethan Bird joins us live on 22nd Avenue, where construction is now underway. So, Ethan, how are drivers and business owners feeling about the construction?
Well, Tom, as you can see, construction is in full swing with barrels flanking both sides of the street. Now, just take a look at this exclusive drone footage from our very own Sky 11 as it travels up and down the construction area. The barrels span from the 22nd Avenue Bridge all the way to the Frontage Road intersection. I mean, just driving this today in the news car myself, things are cramped and much slower. Businesses along this road are feeling it more, though. Many have lost their front entrance parking and are seeing less business in general. The drivers are also shared their frustrations with me today because nobody likes to go slower. It is harder to get on and off 22nd Avenue. It's a little bit more dangerous. So as you travel this road, make sure to stay vigilant. I'm live here on 22nd Avenue. Ethan Bird, WTOK News 11. Back to you, Tom.
All right, thanks a lot, Ethan, and happy birthday today out there. In other news, Meridian police are searching for 2 people who ran into a local store with guns last night. They say it was just after 7:30 at this O'Reilly Auto Parts store on H Street when 2 black men ran in demanding money. They say they were able to get an unknown amount of money from the employees before leaving. Investigators aren't sure if the suspects then jumped in the vehicle or just ran away. One local business owner says he wishes people have more direction and wouldn't turn to crime.
You know that you're in business and you're going to put security around yourself to secure that business. And that's the way I look at it like that. And you're going to always want to talk to food come with. I just hope that food don't come over here.
Stole items from the Dollar General that happens to be right next door to the store that was robbed last night. They released these images right here of suspects taking items from that store. If you recognize these people or have any information about last night's armed robbery, you are asked to contact the Meridian Police Department. As always, you can remain anonymous by calling 855-485-TIPS. Several organizations are coming together to bring a grant to Meridian. The Meridian Housing Authority will apply for a $1.5 million youth build grant. The grant looks to help people between the ages of 16 and 24 who dropped out of school, as well as youth from underserved communities. People going through the program will also get skills and other educational training. The Housing Authority will also work to construct 3 homes through the grant cycle.
One of the things that we hear a lot is that we've got to take care of our folks. And this is an opportunity to take care of our folks and give, again, young people an opportunity to learn a trade, have a skill, and be productive in our community. And that excites me more than anything else.
For additional information on the Housing Authority's efforts, you can go to WTOK.com and click on the link that we provided. A Centers for Disease Control and Prevention forecast that was published today predicts there could be more than 62,000 new coronavirus deaths over just the next month. That could mean an average of 2,624 deaths per day, significantly less than a year ago. But deaths have been going up since January 5th. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said that she thinks the recent jump in COVID cases and deaths is still because of the Delta variant and not the Omicron variant. According to data from Johns Hopkins University, the virus has killed more than 842,000 people in the U.S. so far. Aaron Davis with our sister station WSFA sat down for an interview with Alabama Governor Kay Ivey, fixing the state's education system, rewarding educators and state employees with a bonus, even focusing on mental health. The governor says all the areas and more need to be improved after the pandemic caused so much strain on them. During her speech, she talked specifics on how to relieve the strain, but also talked about the pandemic and how it's affected her plans. We can watch that one-on-one interview tonight at 10 o'clock. Coming up a bit later in sports, the Winter Olympics could be in jeopardy due to Omicron, and later, inflation is at an all-time high in the U.S. The federal government plans on dealing with it. And I'm tracking a storm system that comes in this weekend, and it could be some snow for us. I'm tracking that potential. We'll talk about it coming up in the forecast.
You're gonna need me. We've helped thousands of our injured clients get their medical bills paid and recover lost wages, and we're ready to help do the same for you today. One call, that's all.
When you cheer on Team USA, you want powerful connection anywhere. You want to watch Nathan Chenell grab you to find jaw-dropping shots on fast, reliable Wi-Fi at home, even when everyone's online. And you want to watch every What Just Happened, I Can't Believe My Eyes moment wherever you are with nationwide 5G on the most reliable network. You want Xfinity Internet and mobile together.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for only $20 a month for 12 months and ask how to get 12 times the internet speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Switch today.
Get paid to trade at NissanofMeridian.com. Get paid top dollar for your trade-in. Plus top dollar discounts on every new and pre-owned vehicle. Hurry, shop an incredible selection of late model quality pre-owns, nearly every make and model, and buy yours for less than $10,000, less than 10 grand. Plus, get absolute top dollar for your trade. So log on NissanofMeridian.com, then hurry to Nissan of Meridian, 1106 North Frontage Road.
I'm calling about my accident claim. Don't let the insurance company beat you up. I'll take the fight to them and get you everything you deserve. One call, that's all.
Always local, always on. This is News 11 at 6.
A little bit later than usual, 6:21 on the clock. But the light just turned green like it normally does at 6:15. Johnson Dodge traffic camera out there showing that it is clear. Traffic is moving. And, moving back into the studio now, we are a little bit late. Some technical difficulties. Technology always happens and gets the best of us. However, technology is also saying that a little bit of the white stuff is on the way.
Yeah, and we're talking about snow in particular. And I've got to tell you, this is not a guarantee.
Right.
But it is a possibility that seems to be increasing based on the latest data that we have. And this trend is one that we're going to be watching very closely for you between now and this weekend. And why? Well, this is why. It's because we do have that chance for some snow that comes into the picture on Sunday. Of course, there's nothing happening right now. There's live locally, the NEPA live radar. The storm system I'm tracking is up here over the Canadian Rockies. This is going to get its act together, and it's going to grab the jet stream and take a ride very fast ride to the south. So watch as this tracks from the Rockies right down to the prairie, and then it drops southward and really ramps up the snow over the Midwest between tomorrow and tomorrow night and into Friday morning, at 6 a.m. Friday. This is going to continue its track to the south throughout the day Friday, and then by Saturday, this is starting to make more of a turn toward the east, or perhaps east-northeast. This is what one computer model shows, but I've got several different ones that we're looking at. And this low-pressure circulation and where it turns is going to be a big determining factor in exactly whether we get snow or don't get snow. And maybe I'll be rain. If it's a little farther to the north, the chance for snow goes down here and keeps snow to the north, and it passes well north of us. But if this is coming farther south, we have a bit of a bigger chance for snow that comes in on Sunday. So this is kind of where we are right now. This is what we're expecting to happen. Here's 6 a.m., or at least this is a possibility of what could happen. 6 a.m. Friday, the snow is dropping south through the northern plains, the upper Midwest. By 6 p.m., it's getting closer to the mid-south region, close to Memphis. But we see the snow changing to rain as it moves into our area on Saturday. The rain's picking up between about 9 a.m. and noon, and it falls through the afternoon and through much of Saturday evening, before maybe taking a little bit of a break overnight, and then some snow sneaks in from the west on Sunday morning. Here we are at 6 a.m. Sunday. Through about lunchtime, we have snow flakes flying, and then soon after lunchtime, that snow lifts out into the north. Now, this is how much moisture falls, how much rainfall falls, or the liquid equivalent of snow. It all amounts to, say, 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. Now, within this, there can be a little bit of snow, and the snow that falls may range between about 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 inch. It's way too early to really tell that for sure, but the bottom line is I don't expect that much to be on the ground. Whatever falls is going to melt. More than half of it will, at least. There may be some minor dusting of accumulation on the grassy surfaces, on the shrubs, on the tops of your vehicles. That's about as good as it gets, though, as far as accumulation goes. And even that's going to be limited. So there's a live look at our Meridian Regional Airport weather camera. There's Mercury shining brightly over the runway there. It's a beautiful night. There's a live look in downtown Meridian for you. With that mostly clear sky, these temperatures are on their way down. So once again, we're in for a chilly night, but not as cold as last night. We'll wake up tomorrow morning to middle and upper 30s, and then tomorrow afternoon, after we start with the jackets, we take them off as we warm into the lower and middle 60s. So a little warmer than today's 61. That was following a 28-degree start. We've got a nice dry end of the week before that rain comes in over the weekend, which really is a slop fest over the weekend, though. Saturday is more rain than not, and then it's overnight Saturday and into Sunday morning when the change over to snow happens, if it happens. Again, I really want to emphasize, I'm not promising that this is going to happen. I am giving you that possibility. The possibility is increasing. I bumped it up to 40% from yesterday's 30%.
All right. Thanks a whole lot, Stephen Bowers. Well, pandemic price hikes didn't let up in the last month of 2021. In fact, according to a new report showing a key inflation measure, they hit a 39-year high. Chris Wynn explains what is driving the rise in costs and how the federal government is responding.
Prices for just about everything are rising at the fastest pace in decades.
I cannot keep hybrid vehicles on my lot.
The U.S. Consumer Price Inflation Index rose 7% over the past year before seasonal adjustments. That's the steepest climb in prices since June of 1982, according to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Housing and gas, as well as used vehicles, were the biggest contributors to the December price hikes.
When customers are coming in, they're expecting full retail price for their pre-owned vehicles, and those are some things that we're having to conquer.
Food costs also went up slightly, the coronavirus pandemic impacting the global supply chain. The central bank now shifting to fight inflation after months of trying to prop up the economy.
If we see inflation persisting at high levels longer than expected, then we will, if we have to raise interest rates more over time, we will.
But even though prices went through the roof last year, they're still nowhere near the historic highs from the 1980s.
Even with Fed rate hikes penciled in, the unemployment rate will continue to decline this year, and we should be back to full employment at the end of the year.
The Biden administration optimistic that inflation will come down in the second half of the year.
We are not sitting on our hands idly by, hoping that these forecasts are right. We're doing everything we can to ensure that's the outcome.
In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn.
Oh, when we come back tonight, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast as well as the wildlife forecast. Stay with us.
Be a healthier you in 2022. At Nurse Practitioner Associates of Meridian on 8th Street, we embrace compassion and dignity. We make your family's health care our priority. Call Erica Glover, Tan Wilson, or Dr. Mary Stewart right now. Nurse Practitioner Associates of Meridian.
The possibilities are endless. At the Mississippi Children's Museum Meridian, discover how your mind works. Take a journey through the magic of books. Build. Explore. Dream. Here, your imagination can take flight. And it all starts at the Mississippi Children's Museum in Meridian. Come and start your own adventure.
2 households, 2 sick kids, 2 loads of snot-covered laundry. Both will be washed with detergent, but only one will be sanitized.
Wait, what?
Make the wash work harder. Protection. Because adding Lysol laundry sanitizer to your wash kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria. Detergent alone can't.
Why can't hers be sanitized too? Aw, thank you.
Clean is good. Sanitized is better. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
My grandpa was always telling me about it.
But the civil rights thing happened like a million years ago.
Still, he thought it was important that I know what it was like.
So we followed the civil rights trail to Alabama. We saw Dr. King's church,
The bridge in Selma, the church in Birmingham, and I finally knew what he was talking about.
Some things you just have to experience for yourself.
Rights Journey at alabama.travel.
Just 2 pills for all-day pain relief. Aleve and see what's possible. And also try Aleve X topical pain relief.
At East Mississippi Oral and Facial Surgery, Meridian native Dr. Asif Lala is renowned at managing a wide array of problems relating to the mouth, teeth, and facial regions, including but not limited to wisdom tooth extraction, dental implants, sleep apnea, jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and Botox cosmetics. Using the most recent advances in dental technology, let Dr. Lala restore your mouth back to its original function so you can finally smile with confidence.
Why burn a candle when you can switch to Airwick Essential Mist? It's the modern way to transform fragrance infused with natural essential oils into a mist. Airwick Essential Mist. Connect to nature.
When a heart attack strikes, every second matters. You need rapid medical treatment from the experienced physicians at Anderson, who are standing ready to save your life. With an award-winning cardiac team, 24/7 cath lab coverage, open heart surgery, and cardiac rehab program, Anderson is the clear choice for cardiac care. When minutes matter, you have Anderson.
Nurse Mariam Sabo knows a moment this pure demands a lotion this pure. New Gold Bond Pure Moisture Lotion. 24-hour hydration. No parabens, dyes, or fragrances. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
The Wildlife Forecast is sponsored by the Vein Clinic at Meridian Plastic Surgery.
Stephen Bowers, what's up with the weather tonight?
Yeah, it's a cool night, but nowhere nearly as cold as it has been for the past several nights. We're cooling through the 40s this evening, from around 44 degrees at 7 o'clock to near 40 degrees by 9 o'clock. Then it's upper 30s from 10 o'clock on. We'll start tomorrow in the mid-30s. So again, not as cold, but still cool. Cool enough for jackets first thing in the morning. Now to the Wildlife Forecast, sponsored by the Vein Clinic at Meridian Plastic Surgery. Peak times for wildlife activity on Thursday, January 13th, are 10:04 a.m. and 10:27 p.m.
All right, that does it. Thank you for sticking with us during these technical difficulties that we have had this evening. It happens. We switched to a new system not too terribly long ago, so we have a new toy. We're still trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's right. But don't worry, Wheel of Fortune lovers, it will play in its entirety following when I guess, shut up a little bit. So there you go. Have a great evening, everyone.
From Sony Pictures Studios, it's America's Game. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the stars of our show. That's St. Jack and Vanna White.
Look at those folks over there. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome to our little program. We appreciate that. I want to
these people. Find out more about them. Get to know them. Learn them. Hi. Oh, you are ready. We're going to do this first toss-up. $1,000 at stake. The category is thing, and here comes the puzzle. Garrett.
A sticky situation.
That is it. Garrett Kirby.
Yes.
North Hollywood, California. You're engaged. Is this true?
It is true. I am newly engaged to my very confusing fiancée, Darlene.
Did you say confusing?
I did.
Okay, good. You couldn't retract that.
I don't know what to say. She told me not to talk about it. So here we are.
Good. Well, then perhaps we should move on. It says rather mysteriously that you are a project manager. Can you be more specific?
I create tabletop card and tile games. So
those are making a comeback. It seems to me. People are tired of just playing online, and they like to be with their families and stuff.
Yes, it's a nice connection. You're in person with Janelle is wonderful. So it's been really fun.
Good to have you here. Good luck to you. Aaron K, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Aaron K. Van Pay. I just like saying from Green Bay, oddly enough. But now living in Los Angeles.
That's correct.
And you are newlywed, huh?
I am.
How newly?
Oh, well, within the month.
Oh, wow, okay. And your husband, what's his name?
John.
You and John do a comedy thing?
Yeah,
like improv?
we've been doing improv and sketch together for about 8 years now.
Good. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi, how are you?
Tanya Berry from Detroit.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about your kids. You got two of them, right?
I have two grown kids. I have a fabulous son, Malcolm. He's 31 in the Marines. I have a 23 daughter, and she's pursuing her entrepreneurial dreams.
Okay, and you're doing a bit of that too with fashion.
I am. My background was automotive program management, but I'm looking to transfer into only my own fashion and food business.
Okay, let's do another toss-up. This is worth $2,000. The category is living thing. And if you would, please. Okay.
Bird of prey.
Yeah, that's it. So she gets the $2,000, which will make her the first spinner. Let's check the puzzle out. Phrase, the category. Let's see that spinning arm go to work here. 700.
S.
There is no S in that puzzle, and Tanya, we're going to you.
Okay.
600.
R.
Yeah, one R. It's going. It's going to be close. You made it.
L.
But there's no L. All right, Garrett. $650.
N.
Four N's. That gets you a quick $2,600. Now we'll get those up there. We'll ask you what you're going to do next.
I would like to buy a vowel. I.
5 I.
I would like to buy a vowel.
Okay.
A.
Yeah, there come 2 A's.
I'd like to buy another vowel. E.
There's 1 E, yeah. Will the vowel buying binge continue? No, it looks like he's going to spin. Garrett. That you can't control. Nothing you can do about it. Aaron K., your turn. Well, as I was saying to Garrett, Tanya, try it. $650.
T.
3 of them. Boy, we are having some real Garrett. You want to lock up? It's very expressive. What have I done to you? What? Aaron K. This is must miss TV. Tanya.
Better luck with me.
Okay. $800.
H.
Yeah, 3 H's. Let's see if we can hang on to that. $2,400. $650.
W.
Yeah, one W. $900.
Y.
Yeah, there's a Y. One letter.
G.
Yeah, 2 G's. Pick up that wild card. You also get $500 for each of the G's, so you're up to $4,950. You gonna go again?
One more time.
All right.
K.
Yeah. Say it again for everybody.
K.
Yeah, there you go. 2 K's.
I'm gonna solve.
All right.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, that's it. She came to play. She figures I have a chance to win some money. I'm going to take it. And, you know, I always remind people, if you hit bankrupt, we do not come and take your house and car. It's house money you're playing with, and she did very well. $6,350. And that wild card. Nice going, Tanya. She has a lead, but everybody has some money, despite the wheel being a real pain here so far. We'll put that and see if we can straighten that out.
Our Show You the World giveaway kicks off next week. Tune in each night for your chance to win a fabulous Colette tour to top vacation destinations like scenic Alaska, the natural wonders of Western Canada, the tropical paradise of Costa Rica, the beauty of Portugal's Azores Islands, or charming Ireland. Watch Wheel all next week. You don't want to miss your chance to win a Colette tour in our Show You the World giveaway.
Health. The importance of health. Blue Health. The experience of what it means to be healthy. Because taking care today leads to an even healthier tomorrow. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be healthy. It's good to be blue.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that makes crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one on Pizza Hut.
Get paid to trade at NissanofMeridian.com. Get paid top dollar for your trade-in. Plus top dollar discounts on every new and pre-owned vehicle. Hurry, shop an incredible selection of late model quality pre-owns, nearly every make and model, and buy yours for less than $10,000, less than 10 grand. Plus, get absolute top dollar for your trade. So log on NissanofMeridian.com, then hurry to Nissan of Meridian, 1106 North Frontage Road.
Was brought to you by the following.
Overstock, where quality costs less.
It's all about the holidays.
I was able to find everything on Overstock, free shipping on everything. Posting for the holidays? Let Overstock be your part and get everything you need to make the most wonderful time of the year the most wonderful yet. Overstock, where quality costs less.
Tonight's mystery round is brought to you by Consumer Cellular.
Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. And choose from a fabulous array of plans and phones. Switch today.
$10,000.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Before and after. Yeah, that's the category for this next round. There it is. Tanya, who had a good last round, is going to start this one. Here she goes. $850.
D.
1D. Let's have a letter.
P.
Yeah, 2 P's. Pick up that Florida trip. That's actually Destin, Florida, worth $7,000. The trip is, and you got that, and you got almost $2,000 cash.
L.
2 L's.
I like to buy an A.
She'd like an A, man. I can find one for you. There you go.
I like to buy an O.
Yeah, we can do that as well. In fact, 5 of those.
T.
That's $4,000.
I like to buy an eye.
One eye. Boy, this looks like it could be, and it is. Oh, that one was painful. That means everything's got to go in the wild card, the Florida trip. All right, Garrett.
C.
Yes, a couple of C's. Pick up that gift tag for us, please. That's $1,000 gift certificate. Caroline's Cakes, a cake for every occasion. You got that, $1,000, and you're spinning. 600.
H.
Yeah, 2 H's. Sheriff, $2,200. Never in doubt.
F, please.
2 F's. Well, let's see how bold he is now after that close call.
I'd like to solve
Go ahead.
potato chip off the old block.
Yeah, that's it. I love that little sigh of relief you do.
I'm so scared.
This is frightening, isn't it? You know, tabletop games are so easy. You know, anyway, $4,400 that round. You know, $5,400. Nice going. Everybody's still doing well. Certainly anybody's game, that's for sure. Someone's score is going to change because we have a prize program coming up later.
Your whole team can see your upper thigh. Pour that smooth roast and aim that camera up high. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
It's a stampede of savings on America's best-selling trucks and SUVs at Marshall Ford. As we close out 21 model year F-150s, all the new 22 Super Duties, Expeditions, Broncos, and Mach-E's are arriving weekly. It's a stampede of savings at Marshall Ford on Highway 16 West in Philadelphia, or online at marshallfordco.com. Check them out today to pick out your new F-150, Super Duty, Bronco, Expedition, Explorer, or Mach-E. And remember, there's a new Marshall in town with a stampede of savings.
Did you know that you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare? That's right. In fact, many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a Medicare Advantage plan. So if that applies to you, that means you don't have to wait to get access to WellCare's simplified plans, streamlined benefits, and savings. You can start taking advantage of it all right now. Better yet, you can do it for as low as $0. Because at WellCare, we offer our members $0 or low monthly premium plans, $0 copays for primary care visits and prescription drugs, dental, vision, and hearing coverage, free grocery and prescription delivery, and access to in-home visits and 24/7 virtual visits. So whether you know you're eligible or suspect you might be, call the number on your screen to request our free all-in-one guide to Medicare, or visit us online at enrollwellcare.com. WellCare. It's Medicare done well.
Prize puzzle here. It's a place. That's the category tonight. Garrett, let's go. $600.
S, please.
Sure, good start. 2 S's.
I'd like to buy a vowel, an A.
Yes, 2 A's. $600.
R.
Yeah, on he goes. Another pair of letters.
I'd like to buy a vowel, E.
2 E's.
I'd like to buy another vowel, I.
Just one, but that keeps it going for you. Anything else?
I'd like to buy another vowel, an O.
There you go. 3 O's. Nothing wrong with that. Is he going to buy us out or is he going to spin? Let's ask him.
I would like to buy the last vowel.
Okay. And that's the U, and there it is. 650.
L.
Sometimes it seems like there are 12 bankrupts on the wheel. They always seem to be close to it. 700.
G.
1G. 800.
T.
Yeah. 2T. $4,100. You look like a man who might be thinking about solving a puzzle.
I would like to solve that.
Oh, yeah.
A glorious stretch of beach.
That's it, yeah. And the beach is in Mexico. Listen up.
Garrett, how about a Caribbean sunset with a perfect margarita? Your dream getaway awaits at the all-inclusive Barcelo Maya Riviera, a part of Barcelo Maya Grand Resort. This adults-only resort offers luxury suites and an array of restaurants and bars. Air travel courtesy of FlightGuru.com. Your dream vacation destination is just a click away. Great prices and great service from FlightGuru.com. $7,350.
All right. Garrett, you have $16,850. Nice going. We're going to do a triple toss-up where someone could win $10,000. That could make that much different than it is at this moment. We'll do it.
Closed captioning sponsored by
Prevagen. You might take something for your heart, but do you take something for your brain? In clinical trials, Prevagen improved short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
With United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans, you can take advantage of $0 virtual visits.
Wow.
$0 copays on virtual visits for primary care and mental health. Take advantage now.
Wow.
Only Daisy Cottage Cheese do. Only Daisy Cottage Cheese do. So creamy and delicious. Only Daisy Cottage Cheese.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Now more than ever, your heart health should be a priority. Trust your care to Cardiovascular Institute of the South, a world leader in the diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, vascular disease in the legs, vein problems, and heart valve disease. CIS cardiologists offer the most innovative and compassionate care in the region, so you can receive the care you need close to home. Schedule an appointment at our Meridian location today. Visit us at cardio.com.
We've got a group of players here with us tonight, and we're going to move on to our triple toss-up. What are you doing is the category, and here's the first of the 3 puzzles. Aaron K.
Studying physics.
Yeah, that's it. So Aaron K has a shot at that 10 grand if she can come up with 2 more puzzles. Let's go to the second one. Tanya. Everybody else now. Aaron K.
Going to medical school.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2. So she got a shot at it. Here's number 3. Garrett.
Parallel parking?
That's they don't necessarily fall.
I guess not.
I think Puzzle Department, Garrett wants to talk to you. He's got $18,850 to lead at this point. Around the house is the category for this next round. And Garrett, you're controlling the wheel, so give it a final spin for us. We'll add $1,000 to the next round. Aaron K got 2 of those 3, so she's up to $6,000. $1,600 for every consonant we find around the house category. Garrett, we start with your letter, please.
R.
One R. Aaron K.
S.
One S. You know Aaron K spelled backwards is Yakmeyer?
I did.
Tanya.
N.
One N. Garrett.
T.
Two T's. Okay.
C.
One C. Down the house.
Cotton.
Tanya.
D.
Two D's. Garrett.
M.
No.
H.
No. Tanya.
P.
One P. Garrett.
B.
Yeah, let it come up, and then we'll move out, and you'll tell us what that is.
Cotton bedspread.
Yeah, that's it. Well, for icing on the cake, 25,000 plus. We'll talk more to Garrett in a moment, but congratulations to everybody. Tanya, $6,350. Thanks. Looks like you had a good time. I'm glad you did. You too, Mary Kate. Thank you very much. And $6,000. Nice job for both of you. But here's the big winner. Pick a category, sir. Place, thing. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
All right, we'll find out the answer to that question and more when we come back.
Age-related macular degeneration may lead to severe vision, and if you're taking a multivitamin alone, you may be missing a critical piece. Preservision. Preservision AREDS 2 contains the only clinically proven nutrient formula recommended by the National Eye Institute to help reduce the risk of moderate to advanced AMD progression.
Preservision is backed by 20 years of clinical studies.
And it's from the eye experts at Bausch & Lomb.
So ask your doctor about adding Preservision and fill in a missing piece of your plan.
Like I did with Preservision.
Things you start when you're 45. Coaching, new workouts, and screening for colon cancer. Yep, the American Cancer Society recommends screening starting at age 45 instead of 50, since colon cancer is increasing in younger adults. I'm Cologuard. I'm convenient and find 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages. I'm for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Now, the WTOK Community Calendar. Miles for Mission 5K First Baptist Church of Collinsville, Saturday, February 5th at 9 a.m. Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience featured art workshops available January to March weekly. The Mississippi Children's Museum Storytime 10 a.m. Tuesday through Friday during January.
Events 2 weeks in advance, or log on to WTOK.com for more events, or check out the WTOK app.
It's brought to you by Slotomania, the #1 free slots game. Slotomania is the place to handle your day with fun and excitement. Choose from the wildest selection of free casino slot games around. Download in the App Store or Google Play and find out what will today spin.
Garrett, we'd like to talk about your fiance more, but we're running late. You have 25,000 plus. Spin the wheel. All right, get over there. And what do we have? You chose what are you doing? Category RSTLNE. Let's get spell with those letters. That won't get it. Let's get 3 more consonants, 1 more vowel.
M.
Yeah.
K. F. And O.
Interesting letter choices. Not one we've ever had this combination. Well, now we know why, because Matt's just standing there. The book photo did not work out for you, but Boy, this looks daunting, that's for sure. What are you doing? 10 seconds. Talk it out. Good luck.
Cramming it up. Cramming it up. Cramming it by, trimming it by.
Well, there were no ends when we did that.
Oh.
Wouldn't have been that. That's all right. You aren't going to get it. They just would, you need another letter and you didn't get it. And we couldn't give you this, which has been awful nice. But, a terrific night, and you were a lot of fun. 25,000. Thank you very much. Man, I'll be right back.
Want more wheel? Join the Wheel Watchers Club on wheeloffortune.com.
So often, but not always, the three puzzles in our triple toss-up are related in some way. And Garrett was wondering about parallel parking. But think about it, we had studying physics, we had going to medical school, and parallel parking. Three very difficult things to do. There you go.
There you go.
There's a fourth difficult thing, explaining the puzzles. We'll see you next time. So
bye.
Add that to the list.
Want to be a contestant? For virtual auditions, go to wheeloffortune.com.
One of the most important parts of any financial plan is risk management or insurance.
Watch Gary James provide financial planning on Summit Wealth Group Tip of the Week every Friday during Good Morning Meridian.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped with stuff over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out Pizza Hut.
Thanks for watching WTOK TV.
Ah, babe. Back in the 80s, this tale of artsy kids singing and dancing their way through high school delighted me. But not everyone got it.
They're all moving too much. Aren't you swept up in your passion and devotion to the craft? I'll give you a crap. Plumbing. That's where they're all going to be in 10 years when their knees give out and the songs don't pay the bills. How does every conversation end in your pro-plumbing stance?
Turns out, I wasn't the only one obsessed with it.
I have everything in common with these artistic children. Oh yeah? That last one just did a backflip off a fire hydrant. That's for official use, moron! Us artsy types are an unpredictable bunch. I'll give you a prediction. Plumber, 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 plumber. Shush! We share an artist's soul.
Yep, my mom had a bad case of fame fever.
Look at me.
Fun stuff, Mrs. G. But why exactly are you showing her my glass of tank?
She's trying to recreate the magical rhythmic energy of the Hot Lunch Jam number from Fame. Stop beaming us during dinner. Those were high school kids. You're like 100. It's embarrassing. Don't resist. We all know this rat-a-tat-tat is going to end in some family hip shit and booty quaking.
This is super crazy to me, but do your thing. There you go, Jeffrey. Feel the throbbing pulsations with the future mother-in-law.
Jack, don't you dare let the beat in.
Too late. Beat's knocking. Sorry, babe. Just gotta open the door. Truly hate this, but the sound is incomplete without my beatbox. Joanne, any interest in making sweet, sweet music with us?
The wording is questionable, but I make a habit of never saying no to anything. Uh-oh. Look what I found carelessly placed in front of Erica. No, it's not going to happen. I feel nothing. It doesn't work on me. Come on. Fine. Bring it on down. Yeah.
Come on, Adam. Get on Mama's shoulders. It's time to take this to the street. The power of the rhythm makes me believe that's your idea.
I'll fix it up inside, but nonetheless I feel the need to say. Don't know the future, but the past keeps getting clearer every day.
It was January 12th, 1980 something, for Erica and Jeff, a typical morning at college, until my sister spotted her pal, Gene Jacobs.
Gene, hey. Why are you wearing a party dress at 7 in the morning?
Ooh, are you going to a daytime Emmy watch party? Outstanding game show host is a nail-biter this year.
I'm just heading home from an all-nighter. It was awesome. We pre-gamed to the Villanova tailgate, and then we post-gamed to this abandoned cookie factory, but that sucked. So I called my friend Alice. She was at Sammy's with this guy she's hooking up with. Y'all know Tater?
I know Tater Tots, the fries rambunctious cousin. Don't care for their shape.
Well, our night was bananas, too. We watched the bartender do crazy bottle tricks, and then he got into a fight with his boss, who's also a bottle juggler, and then he moved to Jamaica. Isn't that the plot to the movie Cocktail starring Tom Cruise?
Yeah, we rented it and ordered in Chinese. The egg rolls were heavy, so I fell asleep and don't really know how it ends.
Oh, gets the girl.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I forgot you guys are all locked down, just engaged in crap.
Well, one woman's crap is another man's mountaintop of utter bliss.
Don't oversell it, Jeff. So I'll catch you on Polly's side later? I can't. I gotta crash. And then I gotta figure out what I'm wearing to the theta beta just your bra party.
Seems like it's right there in the name.
College is the best. Bye.
With that, Erica and Jeff couldn't help but wonder why their college experience felt a little different.
So Gene Jacobs is really getting after it. Are we getting after it?
Of course. We just got the monthly rental record at West Coast Video. We beat out everyone, including that boy with no immune system who can't go outside.
You're right. We're crushing college. Wrong. Buzzer sound.
God, how'd you get in here? Also, I didn't even bake that lasagna yet.
This is what you get for giving me a key in case of emergency.
And the emergency was you wanted to see what was in your fridge. I combined all your juices into one giant tropical super juice. It was horrible. Dumped it out.
Jeff and I do stuff. We went to Bookbinders on Friday. I heard. And Poppy said they ran into you on your way out. And they ate dinner at like 4.
Oh, we were beating the rush.
Which we did, by the way. Rush beaten.
You know what? Being engaged in college turned you both into pathetic, do-nothing sad sacks.
Oh, come on. There's a whole community of like-minded, young, engaged people on campus. I mean, there has to be.
For sure. College is all about permanent and endless monogamy. You can totally be engaged in college and still be cool. And we'll prove it with a dinner party.
It's either dinner or a party, Erica. You can't have it both ways.
Who's coming to the shindig? You guys and every fun-loving engaged couple around. We'll lock in a few of those firecrackers, and then you'll see how we go off.
To quote the teen who lives downstairs that I'm desperate to impress, booyah.
Booyah indeed.
As Erica and Jeff insisted they weren't boring weirdos, Principal Ball was busy boring the faculty.
Next week is our annual teacher senior send-off, so why don't we just rip off the Band-Aid and do a quick rehearsal?
Voices ring out to thee, hail wisdom and...
Stop it! These wonderful children have been in our care for 12 formative years. Don't you think they deserve a better send-off than some mournful dirge?
Oh, botheration. She's got something cooking. You can tell by her tone.
Now, who knows the musical sensation thing?
Don't you mean lame? Move over Leonard Maltin. I'm starting my own takedown of Hollywood's biggest misses.
You could call it Woodburn's Burns.
I never liked you till this moment.
I'm talking about a big theatrical production with singing, choreography, costumes, and me at the center of it all.
Or you could go with the dumb hymn. That's horrible, but it's easier to sing while Buster's not cooking, Sherry.
Maybe this should be a take aside, but I like what you're putting out there.
These are our seniors we're talking about. Let's blow it up.
As principal, I have the final word, and our crappy hymn it is. Thank you, Earl, for shutting down Beverly Goldberg, who pitched an idea that we all hate. I love your fame idea.
Really?
Yes, I'm a fameaholic. I've seen it 19 times. The ticket guy at the theater thinks I'm mentally unstable.
Well, you and I had it on VHS, John.
I was an early adopter of the Sony format Betamax. Its retail value was also my own.
And why did you double down and say my idea was terrible?
Peer pressure and outie belly buttons are my greatest fears. But you don't know how many school musicals I've sat through, silently longing to be up there under those hot lights myself. Then, baby, they'll remember your name. That's for the movie!
While my mom and Glasscock cooked up a plan, dinner was served at Erica and Jeff's.
Who wants crustinis?
Dripped on. Some crusty bread for dipping.
Did you know bread from the fridge goes still 6 times faster than bread at room temperature?
Sweet bread back, bro. I'll remember it next time I can't fall asleep.
After a painful search, Erica and Jeff managed to find one other engaged couple on campus who were boring as hell.
Who knew there were so many kinds of crisper doors? That's crazy.
Covers theft, water damage, natural disasters, bodily injury.
Everything crisps. Lettuce, zucchini, squash, potatoes.
Turns out our shower head wasn't properly sealed. It was like drip, 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 drip.
Interesting. Babe? Erica.
That's crazy.
We gotta do something. Sister Erica, join me on the veranda to look at the moon.
Brother Jeff, can you show me where you keep your sharp knives? Dude, do you not see what's going on? You're failing your partner.
Wait, is Erica upset?
Yes, she's realizing her future is just going to be these stuffy-ass dinners with Drip and Yawn.
Drip and Dawn? Oh my God, she's realizing that.
Yeah, She used to be a party girl, but you shut the door on that part of her life when you got
engaged. You need her a snooze.
Snooze? Dad says that's the button for quitters.
I can't believe Jeff roped us into dinner with these dipwads.
No, don't blame sweet, simple Jeffrey. If this is anyone's fault, it's yours.
How?
Think about it. Jeff's always been Jeff. Anxious, uptight, indecisive, usually worried.
But in a lovable way.
He's the best. But you used to be a badass. A dropped out rock star who scared people.
Well, then what am I now?
Putting it gently, walking, talking dead. Hey yourself. You make Trippin' Dawn seem like Robin Williams.
This is all very unfair.
So what do?
You're gonna throw a rager.
The biggest party ever. Also, side note, Tom wants me back.
I'm gonna go eat all the cheese.
As Erica and Jeff realized they needed to change, my mom was going to change the teachers' minds. Because nothing gets people excited for fame like a hot lunch jam. Or at least that's what my mom thought.
No one else is hot lunch jamming. Trust me. If it worked on my cynical kids, it'll work on this crusty bunch.
And yet it couldn't, despite their best attempts. They even did this.
Has it ever taken this long?
No, we should be a tangle of sweaty teacher bodies by now. I know. Get on the table. I'll dramatically uncover the piano.
What is going on in here? You're making me do the impossible. Not enjoy my cod.
Beverly, I told you we're doing the Quaker hymn.
Just give it a chance. Damn it, John. Tell a story with your hips.
I'm going down!
My leg.
Dang it.
Feel better, Earl. Sorry about your dislocated leg. Well, he's gone. Who's in charge now?
That'd be Vice Principal Davis. But he took a leave of absence to deal with family issues.
So who's after him?
I say we Thunderdome for it. We're not all gonna fight you. Not at once. I'm thinking round robin.
Well, thankfully, I have the William Penn Charter shrunken down to pocket size for situations just like this. Oh my.
What's oh my? Because I'm coming around to this Thunderdome idea.
The line of succession is very clear. Principal, vice principal, Quaker warden.
Is that me? No, 'tis I. And you know what that means.
We're doing fame.
I'm in charge, I hate to say it. We're doing fame.
People with moderate to severe paralysis are rethinking the choices they make, and like the splash they create, the entrance they make, the surprises they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream, it's a pill that treats psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clear skin is achievable. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
What kind of a serial killer shows up to the exact site? It's really hard to meet someone. Today's the first chapter of my next book.
And I'm grown now. I gotta understand that
What makes your routine? Look at it, hidden down grades.
Son, it's time we have to talk. No, Dad. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places, so even here, I can use my new iPhone 13 Pro with 5G to share this video I made with your mom. Cinematic photo. Plus, with speeds as fast as Wi-Fi nationwide, I can upload this back. I'm not sure you want to share that. Too late. Already hit send. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places. Just one of them exists. T-Mobile is the leader. 5G.
You don't believe in miracles? Introducing Beyond Fried Chicken. Only at KFC. It looks like scrumptious chicken. It tastes like scrumptious chicken. But it's not chicken. It's made of plants. KFC Beyond Fried Chicken. 50 Kentucky Fried Miracles.
Real cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual. So we only pay for what we need. Only pay for what you need. Sweet pills.
Soft. Excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less.
Enjoy the go. Charmin.
My son was taken in the middle of the night. His name is Emmett, too. People need to know what they did.
One mother can make a difference. Whatever happens to any of us, had better be the business of all of us.
Desperate to prove to each other that they still knew how to party, Erica and Jeff got to plan.
Okay, so what kind of sick bash should this be that we both definitely really want?
So bad and big, a big bad one, like with games.
Games for sure. Games would be one idea, not one that I would do.